Hey. All right. What is going on? Fuck. Why do we got reverb now? Hold on. If that works. Fix that. Son of a bitch. What is going on? Sorry. We got reverb, and this is gonna piss me off. Chrome is using something. So this clip with the geomechanic scale model, and I'm working on trying to get rid of this echo because, yeah. So hopefully everyone's doing. Jason, welcome. Of course, I already fucked up the stream, but that's nothing unusual. Settings. I want microphone shut off. Why is it getting messy? Turn this down. See what happens going that way. Hey, Johnny, what's going on? How the hell is you? All right, there's that. All right, so yeah, welcome. This is geomechanic scale modeling live stream. Trying to do something a little different, but I did an update before going live, and now my OSB, there's something going on with my fucking OSB now. So it's like half the stuff that I was clicking and stuff like that, it was doing some weird shit. But what else is new? Let me try that, see if that helps. Is that, nope, that does not help. Why? Hey, Butch, what's going on? How are you? Let me try that, see if that helps. Nope, still got a fucking reverb somewhere. Does that work? Nope. Fuck. Check mic. Fuck this mic. Yep. Now I don't think you can hear me. Hey, Jeff, how we doing? We're trying to get everything all figured out here. Welcome. So this is the one that I gotta get. Let's try this. Turning this one off. Let's try that. Reverb. Why are we reverbing? Son of a bitch. All right. And this is why I don't fuck with technology. Because somehow I end up clicking something. Should have never updated. I should have waited until after. Papa Z, what's going on? How are you? Butch? Daniel? All right. So let's get started. I want to thank everybody for coming out, hanging out on a Monday night, because this is what we normally do on a Monday night. Tonight's show is probably going to be a shit show, but it is what it is. We're going to roll with it. I updated my OBS, which was probably a bad idea, but it is what it is. So I want to thank all my old subscribers, new subscribers. You guys doing what you guys do, coming out here supporting me. I want to give a shout out to my brothers and sisters in arms. You guys going over there, home and abroad, protecting our ass every day. You guys are the reason why we don't speak fucking Chinese or some other third world shithole fucking language. For a shot. We got a Zabia. So, salute to those fallen. I want to say thank you. God bless. Be safe. Tovahala. Salute. All right. Hey, what's going on, Caleb? How are we doing? So, all right, we got that. Now, let's see. I didn't get any emails as far as new people for the kind of prayer list. Just send out some prayers and stuff like that. As we all know, Chris Cartel has passed, so definitely keep his family in your thoughts. Senior, aka Hobby Barn, he's not doing so hot. I mean, he's doing all right, but you know he's got issues with his lungs. Rick Zinnick, his family, his brother Ray is dealing with a lot of issues. Kind of same as last week. Gary Tank, GT Classic Plastic, he is kind of going through some hard times as well. Brian over at Got Fuels is dealing with some issues, so keep him in your prayers. Don Yost, Dan's sister at 60s Rule, which speaking of him, we got Shop Card, which we'll get into in the next segment. Hey, what's going on, Frank? So that's all right. It's all good. I already fucked up like the first 5 minutes, so I forgot to totally add everything into the stream, and then everything was going, and yeah, I totally fucked it up. But that's why we're here, and this is what we do. So that's kind of the shout out stuff, like, well, not the shout out. So let's get to the other portion here. Mail calls, shout outs. And let's see if this works. You're welcome, Papa Z. You're welcome. All right, so we are back. This first letter is actually from Big Charlie. So this here, as I kind of said in the beginning, Chris Cortell had left us. Let me change the overhead. Let me reorientate everything here so we can do this. So I got an obituary card. Oh, son of a gun. Let's try pushing that button. All right. So we got Chris Cortell obituary card. Big Charlie is setting them out. So if anybody wanted one, basically reach out to Big Charlie. I know Big Charlie put out a video. I want to give Big Charlie a shout out and stuff like that. So thank you for sending that. It's going to go on there. And loving memory, Christopher James Cortell, July 31st, 1959, March 17, 2023. No eye has seen, nor ear has heard, and no mind has imagined it, the things that God has prepared for those who love him. And then on the back says, I am the resurrection. If anyone believes in me, even though he dies, he will live. John 11:26. And just remember to push play. Just push play. All right. Next, we have Dan over at 60s Rule. He's got a badass shop card here. A lot of y'all have already got it. Most of y'all are subscribed. If not, go check him out. He does all sorts of different kits, models. Got some awesome builds. And I appreciate the kind words on the card. Appreciate your support. And if y'all ain't subscribed, go check him out. All right, next. It's not going to necessarily be on the Fuck Your Feelings segment, but it does kind of fit within this. So this right here, just kind of something I want to bring to everyone's attention. It's starting to get that time here. It's starting to get nice, but if y'all don't know, 22 veterans a day commit suicide because of the demons and the bullshit that they deal with for doing what they had to do. Not everyone got a gun put to their head. They did it voluntarily, but also they don't, what's the word I'm looking for? There's plenty of help out there, and sometimes pride gets in the way. And basically what I'm saying is if you know a veteran, reach out to them. You know, even if you don't, just try to stop 22 a day. So this is a new patch. Granted, we've got them for sale in our store, and I got to finish sewing this now that I got a new sewing needle. Hey, Chris, what's going on? How we doing? So I got to actually get this on my CVMA vest so that I can, you know, do that. But just want to bring awareness on that. So that'll be right there. I don't know where the hell else is it going to go. What kit? I ain't got it figured out yet. God dang flipping. Oh yeah, so since we're here in this view, I was out and about today for a few minutes, and I did pick up a couple of things. I stopped at Michael's because Walmart didn't have what I needed. So while I was there at Walmart, or not Walmart, at Michael's, I picked up some crazy glue, which I'm going to try on the resin for that truck frame that I put together that I got from Joel over at Iceman Customs. We also got some much needed multi blades, X-Acto blades. Now they say Fiskars on them, but this pack was actually cheaper and I got more variety compared to regular 5-pack. So I got a package of those. We also, while we were at Michael's, we picked up some weathering chalk. Well, soft pastels. There's 36 color. It's got all these colors here on the back. So I know Ryan over at RPM Games was talking about doing that, especially with some of the rest. I know there's other people who also use them too, but that was more yeah. So I ended up getting this sewing kit thing, and the only reason why I ended up getting this particular sewing kit was because there's an item in here that they didn't have solo at the Michaels. So oh yeah, no, that's what I mean. That 17 blade is awesome. So we got this little kit here. It's got some sewing needles, some other stuff, a white pencil. Hey, you know what? It's all about being teenager stuff. We all did that, you know, at one time. You know, we used to do all this stuff, and then all of a sudden you get cars, you start chasing women, and, you know, get a little bit of that split tail thrown in your face. But anyway, out of that kit, we've got a cool little ruler or a sewing gauge and nice little ruler that's got, I don't know, some weird slide looking thing in here. So I don't know if that's for whatever, but that works. Yep, and that's where I was going with that, Chris. That's why I got them. True story, young, dumb, full of cum. We were all that way at one time. And then this little wheel here, I can't remember what it is. They didn't have one with like bigger pins in it, but this one is You can kind of serrate it, and we're going to go over a little bit of that tonight because, well, oh yeah, definitely. What's going on, senior? How the hell you doing? Yeah, definitely to be young again. So I already kind of started to try and do some of this. So if you know what this is and you kind of know what this is, we know what we might be doing a little bit of. So we got that there. Okay. True story, Caleb. So you're caught up on the chat here. Apologize, the rough entry coming in. So the new intro song was by a group called Sabaton. Great fucking band. Got a lot of cool shit if you're into that sort of music. Very historical. It's awesome. So that was the opening on that one. Now, I did not buy any kits while I was there. I almost did buy the one truck. Oh yeah, no, definitely, Frank. It's great. I figure I gotta work on that. Maybe that's why something got fucked up, because after I updated it, I tried to get that and do something different. No, well, we got prayers and thoughts going out to you, so just hang in there, senior. It's all good. So, yep, just following you. Hey, Dan, what's going on? I just showed off your shop card. I bought an AMK Super Tomcat, and I bought the Kinetic F16. Well, I mean, I'll probably go back because I got two 20% off coupons, and I am going to try and stack these particular coupons and buy the semi truck kit, the 359 Peak Conventional. So, and whether I do it in a day cab, I might take the sleeper off and make that into a toolbox. So we've got that, but I don't know if I showed. Yes, I did show that particular model. You know what? We're going to unbox a low parts count one. Right now. So give me 2 seconds. And reach over here. Whoop, hold on. Let me open up the YouTubes and probably get a whole bunch of back feed. God damn, I sound like I'm talking that 55-gallon drum. All right, who else doesn't have it? Everybody should have wrenches. Okay, well, you've got one. Wrenches. All right, I got that. Good. He's got the wrench. Ooh, got a wrench. Got that. Get caught up on the chat here. Goddamn, why does it sound like I'm on a 55-gallon drum? Fuck, bud. Nope, no kits from Michaels. Yeah, I've got to get one of them. I seen Fred Henry's earlier today while I was out and about and on the tools. I don't have a whole lot of tools, even though I have been told that I am a tool, but I don't really care. So, ha. Yeah, I'm a tool. Get it? Nah, tried to be funny and I missed the opportunity. So, all right, let's see. Let's see what we got. All right. Oh, that's right. I gotta reach over here. Get this. Okay. Here we go. So this particular kit, we're gonna unbox. Really high parts count, curbside. You can do a lot with this. It's the AMT 63 Chevy 2 Nova. And it is a curbside. It says it right on there, curb style. So it's a 1202/12, 125th scale. It's got decals, white wall tires, color furl, molded in color, all new tooling, super high parts count on the bottom. Almost a special person can put this together. That's why I bought it, so I could put it together. But, you know, we're still doing that. Oh, no shit. Nice. So he's probably already got it sitting together right now, and, you know, he's probably already got it put together there, Caleb. Because of the super high parts count. Where the hell am I? Oh, there it is. It's right over here. Instead of using that one, I'm going to use this one. This plate's about kissed anyway. Really? So these are sought after wheel kits, huh? Or wheels, huh, Frank? Really? That's good to know. That's actually really good to know. So I also do have to go to work tomorrow, so I don't think I'll be on here till like 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock at night. But so yeah, it's part of the cat collection. So I got to figure out what the hell's going on. Why is that? Hold on. Does that sound better? No, that sounds worse. I got too many cameras going. So you've already got yours together and just need the color ideas. Well, that's what I'm thinking, and I got a couple ideas how I want to do this one. So we got a big chrome parts tree here. A lot of parts. So actually, that's kind of nice. Go kind of classic with it, period correct. So we might end up actually kind of toning this chrome down a little bit, maybe stripping it and just painting it silver. So, looking for a straight 6, huh? Trying to think what kit had one. There was one that had Tiffany blue. That might be a nice color to do it. And then, of course, we got the body. Body actually feels decent. A bit of a, I don't know, is that debris or is that a burn mark? It doesn't look too bad. As far as body-wise, it does need a little bit of cleanup. Definitely a good sanding, soaking. It's got a small interior tub, especially being curbside, so. Jamie G, what's going on, brother? How the hell are you? Hey, yeah, no, definitely appreciate you dropping by and stuff like that. It may, Daniel, I'm not sure. So, all right, let's do this. So, of course, you're going to have to clean up a little bit here, but it ain't too bad. So, let's get to the frame. Like I said, the whole big whopping parts count on this. So I'll probably save this for them 24-hour or 48-hour group builds. Something small, fairly easy to put together. The only problem is, though, and stuff like that is getting the paint to dry. So so we got the hood. We got a bench seat. We got steering wheel, wheel backs. There's a squirrel, so that's interesting to say the least. And we're following these nuts. So we got single interior bucket. This should go together pretty good. You could probably do whatever you want with it. This is the bottom part. So it's kind of nice that they put this particular piece in here because even though it's a curbside, you have the option here in the frame where you could actually put an engine right in here. So that's actually kind of nice. I kind of like how they did that. So that's actually pretty good. I kind of like that. It's very good. So there's that part. So we got that. We got this. Then we got our metal axles and our glass, our headlights, very small lights, but not bad. So here are the wheels. They're the actual white wall wheels. Apparently, according to Frank, they are well, no, exactly. Stash Ad videos are not bragging. It's just showing. Actually, I've got an extra 632 I can stuff in there. So, you know. Yeah, and that's what I mean. And that's what I was kind of getting at. Even the under the hood detail is kind of decent being a curbside. No, shit. It's never too big, Frank. Shit. Well, I wonder if a 1/32 scale would fit in there. Try putting a 1/32 in there. Yeah, exactly. Show us, Frank. Comes a 6-cylinder inline, has a cargo trailer. Ooh, I like that. And then, of course, we got our whole whopping instructions. Nice pictures. And I would get it just for the trailer, to be honest with you. That's what I do, Rick. I just get it just for the trailers. So what do we got for Dickleys? Dickleys, Dick Cheese, fucking sticker thingies, whatever you call them. Shit you put on there for detail. We'll just call them. Oh, ain't that special? We got some business decals, kind of. We got grocery, Victor's Vacuums. That place sucks. Telephone repair, public utilities, or pubic utilities. Holy fuck, wow. I sound like I'm talking a 55-gallon drum here. Fuck me, boys. In a literal sense, not a physical sense. Let me specify that. In a literal sense. So, that is the Nova 2 station wagon, 1963 curbside kit. And it is from AMT. I am looking forward to getting on to build this. Stick to the straight 6. Or you could actually put a straight 8 in it. They made those. So let me throw that over here. And let's see, I think I've got my little spiel. I showed my little show. We did that. And then that's true. And that I agree, Jamie. It's like when I see other guys open up particular kits because it means do I want to spend the money or do I not want to spend the money? That is the question. So that's, yeah, true story, Jamie. I think we got one last thing. So well, yeah, exactly. But you can put an engine in it. So that's where that junkyard comes in familiar, Frank, is you can put an engine in it. So all right. Now let's jump over, now that we're done with this whole little spiel. Let's jump over to our hero of the week. Hopefully I don't fuck this up. If I fuck it up, I'll be right back. Okay, so this. All right, so here we are in our hero of the week. So to answer your question, Jamie, this is a patch that we sell. I've got a bunch of them that I'm working on selling for our CVMA, but this is Stop Veteran, 22 veterans commit suicide a day. So this is just like kind of like bring awareness to that, and I'll have some more information on that soon. So let me double check the StreamYard here quick. Wow. All right. No problem. Let's go back to a different page. So I'll get with you on that one. I'll text you there, Jamie. So yeah, it's an actual patch. So I'll shoot you in digits there. All right. So let's go back here. We should be able to do this. So soldier killed during support mission in Vietnam War was identified. Army Reserve Chief Warrant Officer 3, Larry A. Zick, killed during Vietnam War, was accounted for 25 October 2022, according to Defense POW MIA Accounting Agency, Defense POW MIA Accounting Agency, in parentheses. So, Army Reserve Warrant Chief Warrant Officer 3, Larry A. Zick, assigned to Headquarters and Headquarters Detachment, 37th Signal Battalion, 1st Signal Brigade in April 1972, according to the agency. On April 3rd, Zick was one of 4 soldiers on a combat support mission from Marble to Marble Mountain, Da Nang, South Vietnam, to Quang, Tri-City, South Vietnam, on a UH-1 Huey Iroquois helicopter. Zick was co-pilot during the flight, and the pilot told a ground control approach controller that he was lost, but believed they were near Quang Tri. The controller could not locate the helicopter on radar and reported the crew missing. The helicopter did not land far from, or did not land at any bases in South Vietnam, and aerial research found no sign of the aircraft or the crew. The Joint Casualty Resolution Center conducted a dozen investigations into this incident between 1993 and 2014. And April 1988, a Vietnamese refugee gave the Defense Intelligence Agency human remains that reportedly belonged to 9 people killed in an aircraft crash and buried in Quang Nam Province. The same month, those remains were sent to a lab in Hawaii. Scientists used dental, anthropological, and DNA evidence to identify Zick's remains, so he'll be buried in Lincoln, Nebraska. So that's actually very good that they ended up finding his remains, and got him sent home. So that's what it's all about. So it's fucking badass. So, hey, Sarah, what's going on? How are we doing? Oh, yeah, there's definitely a huge void. I know, it seems like everybody's following everybody, and that's what we do. We're all a bunch of stalkers here. We follow everybody, so we get caught up on the chat here. Trying not to crash my shit like I did last week, so. All right, and then this is, hopefully I don't fuck this one up. But we're going to jump right into the fuck your feelings segment, because this particular one is something that, yeah, that I'm going to get on about, and we'll, so, without that, let's go here. All right, so this particular thing is from the Congressional Budget Office. So tonight's Fuck Your Feelings segments is going to be something that's been going around for a while, and the main reason why I am bringing this up is, as a veteran, what's going on with this of the Congressional Budget Office basically trying to use veteran benefits to balance the budget, which is basically a big old slap right in the fucking face of all veterans everywhere. So part of the reason why we're going over this is, if you are a veteran, or even if you're not a veteran, write your Congress people and tell them, hey, pull the money from elsewhere. Don't be taking veteran benefits away from veterans that fucking earn them. Okay? The system is broken, yes, but don't make the system any more fucking broken than it is. You're only going to create more problems. And with these particular problems and stuff like that, is not going to be good for the veteran community. So we'll go over a little bit of this. I'll touch on some of the things. There's a couple other people who put out a really good video, solid video. Angry Cops. If you don't follow him, go check him out. He's actually a Buffalo City cop, also in the New York Guard. He's damn good content creator, solid fucking dude, veteran. Anyway, I've already wrote my congressperson, and I have not received a reply back, but I also wrote them on a Friday night, and so I figured they would have gotten back to me today, but, you know, they work shit at their own pace, because remember, us taxpayers pay their salary. They don't work for us, though. They work for themselves and worry about running their own fucking hands in their pockets, you know, lining their own fucking pockets due to special interests. So anyway, so reduce spending on other mandatory programs. So this is a chart right here. I don't know how well y'all can see this. I will drop the link in here. So if you want to follow along, hold on, let me get caught up on the chat here. So here's a link to the exact page if you can't really see what's going on and stuff like that. So, yeah. Exactly, Sarah, and that's what they're doing. So this is actually like clip stuff like that. All right, we got that. All right, let's jump back to doing what we were doing. All right, so change in mandatory outlays, change in outlays for the VA. Excuse me, and these are numbers, and it's going to get like substantially bigger. And then other income security programs, which basically what that boils down to is, under this option, changes the VA disability compensation would take effect January of next year. But we don't want these assholes that are just lining their pockets, that we go over and fight wars for them, and they tie our hands to not let us win, and they wonder why. So they can work for us, especially if you're a veteran, write to them and say, look, this thing is bullshit. How about you pull fucking money from elsewhere other than veteran benefits? Kind of bottom line on that one. So let's see. And it also changes to child nutrition program, July 23rd. Changes to all other effective programs would take effect October 2023, which is the fiscal year. October to October is how the government works. VA equals Veteran Affairs. So basically what it is, mandatory spending on programs other than Social Security and major healthcare programs referred to as other mandatory spending in this option accounted for 50% of mandatory outlines and 30% or 36% of all outlays in 2021. Most of the outlays for mandatory programs in that year were temporary programs or temporary expansion as a temporary expansion to existing programs. Established in response to coronavirus pandemic, which that really fucked a lot of shit there because they're still sitting on money that they were just sitting there, that this whole fucking shit show with COVID really, fucked a lot of people. The Congressional Budget Office projects that under current law, such spending would decline to 15% of mandatory outlays and 9% of total outlays by 2032. So they're trying to drop all this, and yes, it's not going to be overnight, but it still, you're fucking with veteran benefits. Why are you fucking with veteran benefits? I'll get a little bit more into that. It's, regardless, no matter how much the veteran makes, you should not be fucking with their benefits. They earn them. They went over, they fought your fucking wars. They fought for protecting this country. But at the end of the day, the fucking politicians need to get better about supporting their fucking veterans. Bottom line, quit voting all yourself, fucking all these raises. Term limits are what we fucking need on a lot of shit. Other mandatory spending consists of a variety of programs, including those focused on income security, such as SNAP or supplemental SSI and SSI refundable portions of earned income tax credit and child tax credit, retire benefits for federal employees, and some benefits for veterans. Many programs funded by general revenues, although some programs are paid for in part through revenues deducted to trust funds that support these programs. Under this option, certain spending for certain large mandatory programs without dedicated trust funds would be reduced. Specifically in this opinion or option, it would reduce spending on those two components, such as spending in the projected overall largest 23 through 2032 period disability compensation paid by the Department of Veteran Affairs and households with higher income. Income security programs with that option would involve 15% reduction in spending that could be achieved in different ways. Refundable tax credits and unemployment computation will not be affected. So, all right. Nice. Working on the Gundam. Don't mind me. I'm taking a break. All right. Exactly, Daniel. That's what I mean. And fucking work on getting shit changed really quick. No shit, Chris. Got it. Yeah, always got to work on building up the stash. So, all right, not trying to get sidetracked here, but trying to keep up in the chat as go along. Let's see. In CBO estimation, this opinion would reduce the federal deficit by $580 billion over a 10-year period. The change to VA disability compensation would reduce outlays by $253 billion or 17%, reducing spending on income security programs by 15 would save 327 billion from over the 10-year span, 2023 to 2032. CBO estimates the total reduction would amount to 1.3%. Total mandatory spending and 8.8 of other mandatory spending in 2032. CBO's baseline over 23 to 32 period would equal 1.3% of total mandatory spending and 7.4% of other mandatory spending in baseline. So there's a means test, which I've already kind of thought about that before even reading this. It kind of goes in the same aspect about giving people who work at Burger King $15 fucking hour to flip burgers. Not cool. That is not meant to be a career choice unless you're management. It is there to get some basic life skills and get the fuck out and get a real job and make real money, an adult. But I digress. So the means test for VA disability compensation with veterans with higher income. Now, I kind of get this, but this is also bullshit. Regardless of what that veteran makes, you should not be fucking with his disability because he went over, did a job for you, the fucking politicians that think that, hey, let's do this. Don't get me wrong. I've been there and I know. And just shit like this that pisses me off. We're used to getting shit on, but that's how it is. But we didn't stay fucking free for the last 76 years by sitting on our ass and letting shit walk all over us. But that's kind of for another thing. So in 2021, 5.2 million veterans received disability compensation from VA because of medical conditions or injuries that occurred or worsened during active duty service. About 280,000 of them received compensation for the first time that year. Ooh, excuse me. Because there was a big push right around the time 2001 kicked off. I was in before then. So there's a big push. A lot of us old fucks who've been in there for a while are coming up on that 20 years. So a lot of them were already, trying to start that. That's why that number, we're receiving it for the first time. Service-connected disabilities in wide severity and type to include loss of limb, anxiety, hearing loss. VA determines whether a veteran has service-connected disability, assigns a rating to each condition based on the severity of disability from 0, which is little to no impairment, or 100%, highest impairment, in increments of 10. The amount of base compensation veterans receive depends on their combined overall VA rating. VA disability is tax-free with index to inflation and some expectations continuing to form a monthly annuity for the rest of veterans' life in calendar year 2022. Base compensation rates range from $150 to $3,333 a month. So how the VA does their disability math, that is, all right, hold on a second. Let me get caught up here. Holy shit, I missed Mr. Radcliffe. How the hell are we doing? So, Mark, what's going on? I'm just going on a little bit of a fuck your feelings segment that's talking about that. Yeah, no shit. I mean, I know you guys got to have it. I know Canada supports fucking euthanasia, for Christ's sakes, for fucking veterans. It's a goddamn shame. Yeah, well, that's what I mean. A lot of us got to start doing something. All right, Daniel. Have fun. Get home safe. Jay, what's going on? Sorry, I'm still in the process. I'm taking a break. I got to get caught up on the chat, but welcome. So, I could actually probably drop that. Yeah, 246 years. I knew it was I knew it ended at 2 and a 6. Don't mind me. I kind of been already hitting the sauce a little bit. That's another story. So, Ryan, welcome. And unfortunately, I'm not done. I know this is kind of, a little kind of a rant, but I just want this information out there so that, the fact that Yeah. Welcome, Ryan. That's right. 4th of July, 2023 would be 247. All right, I think we're cut. Whoop. Yeah, exactly, and that's what I mean. Ex-service personnel should not have to live in the street. They should have roof over their head. That, yeah, as fucking. Yeah, exactly, Mark. I know you and me have kind of talked offline a little bit, but yeah, that there is. That's why I'm kind of bringing this, and they're working on trying to take care of. Yeah, that's exactly what it was, Frank. It was sauce. So anyway, all right, let me go back here. According to federal law, the Secretary of Veterans Affairs shall adopt and apply a schedule of ratings and reductions. So, like I was saying, Common Core math is about the best way I can describe how the VA does their disability ratings is Common Core math. And if you know what Common Core math is shit. But I digress. Let's see, rating. An earnings capacity from specific injuries or combinations of injuries shall be based as far as practicable upon average impairments of earning capacity resulting from such injuries in civil occupations. See 38 US somewhere $1155. The current system of rating is generally based on physicians and lawyers, so doctors and fucking mouthpieces judgments made in 1945 about the effects of service-connected connections on a job requiring manual or physical labor. In practice, those effects were estimated to have an earnings that veterans were expected to lose in the civilian labor market, which they are, which given service-connected disability on average and were not linked to specific labor market experience of the person receiving the rating. Ratings for many medical conditions have not changed since then. In those cases, advances in medical technology and changes in technology may not be reflected in the rating. So I'm speaking myself. I was trying to get an increase on mine, and I've got to go through, and I've got an appointment in April that, yeah, definitely, Frank, not good math. So let's see. Yeah, and the government subsidizes that, and that's what I mean. It's a broken system, and I'm not even bitching because I'm one of the few lucky ones that, I actually have a, roof over my head, but I also bust my ass, even with being broken and shit like that. I go out and bust my ass to make sure that I can do all that. And not everyone has that same, especially coming back from there. War is hell. And anyone who's actually ever been deployed or actually, and that is one of them things. I know me and Fred Henry, I know I mentioned something about it on Friday or whatever, because I was in the process of writing my letter to the congressperson, and I'm still waiting to hear back from him. So I probably won't hear nothing back, but I told him to contact me. So because I'd rather deal with real people than someone else. So anyway, VA disability compensation is structured differently than disability compensation for people who are not veterans. And there's a little bit of a thing there. Veterans who work remain eligible for payments. Most veteran or working age veterans who receive VA disability compensation are in the labor force. Like I'm one of them. I work for the county. I might only work part-time at the moment, but I'm still in the fucking labor force. I'm still out there busting my ass, making sure that all the people that want to sit on welfare, that my tax money goes to make sure that they're all taken care of. By contract, Social Security disability insurance pays cash benefits only to adults who are judged to be unable to perform substantial gainful activity and sharply limits the income receipts can earn without losing benefits. That's where this kind of plays off. So you get them people that sit there and they try to fuck over the system to get more money. Well, there's reasons why. Like welfare is not a support system. It's not meant to be a lifestyle. It's you do that. You work if you can. Now, politicians can do a lot better with that shit, and that's a bunch of stuff that you can't go, and I digress. So, VA disability compensation has increased substantially faster than inflation in both spending and on a per recipient basis trend that CBO expects to continue in 2021. The VA paid about $110 billion in disability benefits, 4 times that it paid in 2000 after removing the effects of inflation. Even though the number of veterans in the United States declined by more than 30%, because at that time we weren't in a war. Now, after 9/11, like salty fuckers like myself got activated, and then it kind of restarted the cycle again. So it dropped down 30% from 26 million to 19 million. Spending per receipt after removing inflation rose to about 11,000 in 2000 to nearly 22,000 in 2021. So inflation is bad. Lawmakers could make several structural changes to the VA disability compensation program in the future. Spending growth on the program. Option focuses on one approach, means testing for VA disability compensation. So, and I get that, senior. There are definitely a lot of people there who are just a paycheck away from being, from being homeless. And I understand that, and it's not fucking right. Bust their ass for the American dream. Yeah, exactly. It's a bottomless pocket when it comes to illegals. Why would they fucking... Oh, that's right, because they're going to vote. That's how they're getting all these votes. 81 million votes my ass. That's like a lot of illegals and dead people. You're welcome. No, and you're right. You're right, Dan. There's tons of people who are able to work. Yeah, definitely, Frank. Can agree. Well, now it's like men can be women, women can be men, and that's pretty much what I was getting on that. Let me skip over this other part, and like I said, let's see. No, hold on. Options component. Like, if you want to read this ahead, I'm not trying to take up a bunch of the modeling time doing this, but this is just something that I want to get out there that please write your Congress people in Congress and tell them don't vote for this bullshit. Tell them to pull the money from elsewhere, like from their own fucking pocket, instead of taking it away from vets. Let's see. Option component. Under this option, VA means test with prospective receipts of disability compensation beginning in January 24. After that date, veterans would receive full payments only if their gross household income to the prior calendar year was less than an inflation index threshold for that particular year. Disability benefits will be phased out at constant rate for veterans with income above the threshold. For every additional $2 of gross household income, disability compensation would be decreased by $1. Under that phase out, veterans whose gross household income was $170,000 or higher in calendar year 2023 and who would have received the average annual payment would no longer receive any disability compensation from the VA in calendar year 2024. There would be no adjustments to the income threshold for the household and size. Current eligibility requirements benefits would not change for the surviving family members of a veteran or a service member. Income threshold, which veterans would receive full benefits in 2024, will be set at $125,000. That threshold corresponds to the 70th percentile of total household income for the entire country in 2019. According to data from U.S. Census Bureau, with adjustments for inflation to reach a threshold value of 2024 benefits, roughly 1.5 million of the 5 million veterans receiving disability compensation had income that exceeded the 70th percentile in the United States in 2019. So it is before pandemic when shit was actually booming. And they want to fucking crash the fucking economy and take away our fucking benefits because they're the ones who fucked up and crashed the fucking economy. But I digress again. Let's see. That's a value roughly triple the VA national income threshold. One of the several limits VA uses to determine if veterans without special eligibility factors qualify for VA-provided health care. After 2024, the threshold would rise to the Consumer Price Index for urban wage earners and clerical workers. So urban wage earners and clerical workers, I'm not 100% what that is, but I'm guessing that's like your low-income places. So, yeah. Well, right, exactly, Ryan. Now, most of this is mostly, like I said, for more kind of like military base, but they're trying, yeah, that he was there, Frank. Yeah, exactly, senior. That's what I mean. Like, help our own first. Whatever happened to like America first. Like, why? Why do people feel so entitled? Yeah, exactly. And I know exactly what bridge you're living under there, Mark. I know that bridge very, very well. Yeah, exactly. And that's the other big thing too. That this whole black fragility and all this other shit. And I ain't trying to get too racial with it, but you bring up a valid point. Because you are white, you definitely get a lot less shit. Or if you're fucking the alphabet people or trans or whatever, you get a lot more shit handed to you. That's why all the big banks fucking closed. I mean, that's why they're crashing. Like look at the current administration that we have. Look at the fucking bald faggot who sits there and like steals other people's fucking laundry. He's in charge of nuclear fucking codes. Look at Pete Butt Fuck Buttigieg. Okay, I'll give him props. You know, he was a veteran in the Navy, and we know why. He was the barrel boy in the Navy, just taking that, you know, taking that cock right up the ass. The fucking faggot that he is. Fucking guy's a goddamn diversity hire. I get it, you know. He's got the veteran card and he's a faggot, so he can fucking check that block. And that fucking transgender person, the fucking Surgeon General, why the fuck would you have a transgender service general? Yeah, exactly. No shit, Frank. They got better shit than we got. Yeah, exactly. And Biden is just a geriatric fuck. And I don't care if anybody wants to come at me. Cancel my channel. I don't give a fuck. Fuck you, YouTube. I mean, you know, and this is why this segment is fuck your feelings. But I'm going to try to hopefully wrap this up because I do want to start getting into some model stuff. But I'm just trying to get information out there that, like I said, and if veterans don't know about this and you're friends with a veteran, go tell them like, hey, you know, they're trying to pull some bullshit. Link this. It says cbo.gov. I'll actually drop the link again if anybody wants to follow along just because, well, I mean, I can do that sort of thing. And paste. And drop. Oh, yeah. No, you're definitely right. Exactly, Ryan. Exactly. And there's the article. So I'm just trying to use this platform to put out, like I said, angry cops. Um, he did a he did one on this. I've even talked to some of our guys, and like I said, it's one way to help vets. You know, like I said, you're a vet. This is like a big slap in the fucking face. And you know, I wasn't trying to get Fred. I mentioned it on Friday, but I wasn't trying to get Fred all worked up. But he knows, and I know we're kind of on the same page with a lot of this shit. So it's yeah, definitely button down the hatches and stay strapped. So CBO estimate. So effects on the budget. Wait, hold on. Did I miss a paragraph? All right, so here's also the other thing, too. Now, for this component, gross household income is defined as income before deductions received by the veteran, his or her spouse, and any other dependents in the prior calendar year. Income includes wages and salaries as unearned income, such as Social Security benefits, investment incomes, or withdrawals from a retirement account, but excludes VA disability payments. Household incomes that would be used to determine eligibility rather than income, because household income is more of a comprehensive assessment of all the financial resources available to the veteran. So that's kind of where they're going to like, oh, hey, you got a girlfriend that makes good money? Fuck, you know what? We're going to take away more of your VA disability because you live in that household. You're not homeless. So we're going to take away your disability and stuff. So to determine eligibility for disability compensation, income will be reported by the veteran, by other government agencies, or by a combination of sources, similar to what it does for veterans who qualify for health care based on low income. VA could require veterans to submit financial assessment to determine initial eligibility for disability compensation. Regardless of how income was reported, veterans should receive notice of any changes in payments that could appeal VA's determination. Verifying household income in the year prior would take time, and any adjustments to that measure of income could result in the need for the VA to provide additional payments or recover overpayments. So let me kind of touch base on that. So, yes, I agree. I agree, Ryan. The system does, because they're even touching on like SNAP and SSDI. So, yes, these people are coming for your retirement, and they're coming trying to take away your shit that you earned for. Yeah, it's a goddamn shame, and that's what they're doing. So they're taking all the household and making it together, and they're using that against, um, veterans and shit like that. I mean, everybody else, but like I said, I'm just trying to get this information out there because this came to me from a friend of mine who was a veteran. So I got word of it, and I'm trying to put it out because this shit needs to get out, because the mainstream media, legacy media, they ain't putting this particular shit out that we're going over. They're not. They're keeping this shit hidden. That's why you got to reach out to your Congress people and, tell them, no, don't vote on this shit. Fight this. Like, I doubt they'll do anything about it, but I mean, at least if you put your voice out there and figure, you can't say you didn't do anything, but you got to at least try at a minimum, because this also kind of affects not just veterans, but other people too. Like that's what gets me. So let's see, where the hell did I leave off? And as far as that, if they overpay you, they're going to get their money regardless. They're going to pull it out. So if you spent that money, that hey, whatever, and then it's like they're going to take it and they're going to fuck you until they get your money. The government's fucking retarded like that. They don't work for us. They're supposed to work for us, and a lot of people don't realize that the government's supposed to work for you. They work for you. Our taxes paid their fucking salary, which they're a bunch of overpaid fucking retards to begin with. But at the same time, they think they know better how to govern your life than they do. So, let's see. Effects on the budget. Wow, okay. Yeah, so effects on the budget, we're almost done here. I know I said that a while ago, but effects on the budget. CBO estimates that reducing or eliminating VA disability benefits for households whose gross household income exceeds the threshold would lower mandatory spending by $253 billion, and between the 2023 and 2032 span relative to CBO's baseline. In 2024, the number of veterans who would no longer receive any payments would total 1 million. Excuse me. And the number receiving reduced benefits would equal about 500,000. So there's like 1.5 million veterans that are going to lose their benefits and estimate those numbers would increase to 1.1 million and 550,000 veterans in 2032, respectively. Saving would total 33 billion in that single year, a reduction of 19% in program spending. So, let's see. Uncertainty about budget effects. Let's see. CBO estimates are based on two primary inputs. One, the CBO analysts a distribution of household income for veterans receiving disability income. That analysis draws upon national survey data and rely on respondents' self-reported income in 2019. The second input is CBO analysis of historical rates of growth of numbers and recipients of VA disability and compensations and payments per receipt. So to kind of backtrack a little bit, veterans now who are just doing it, we already have a number with recruiting numbers as it is. Yeah, exactly, Ryan. I agree. Yep. And that's why, agreed, Ryan. That's why we're going to become a third world shithole. And that is true. It's nothing. It's like, we're going to fuck the vets. We send them over to do our fucking dirty work. And, you know, it is a volunteer. Like, I sign up for my country, but also at the same time, I also want the politicians backing me to fucking win the goddamn war and not just sit there and pull my fucking pud, you know, or risk getting my ass killed because the fucking, and all politics go out the window. As soon as lead starts flying, you get in them situations, all politics go out the window. You just worry about fucking survival, and you deal with that shit another time. Them fuckers have never, a lot of them politicians have never fucking stepped foot. You know, their kids ain't going to go to fucking war or anything like that. Maybe one or two have. I know there's like that Dan Crenshaw and stuff like that. You know, there's a couple other ones that, you know, that has served, but a majority of them have not. So, and I think that should be a main thing is like, in order to do that, you have to serve your country. Like, bottom line, because, yeah, I mean, we need to start getting a little bit stronger on being like America first and kind of quit policing the rest of the fucking world. And then we wouldn't have to worry about this, or these politicians fucking just need to, yeah. So CBO estimate, two primary outputs. Okay, so CBO estimates are based on two primary inputs. One is CBO analysis of the distribution of household income for veterans receiving disability income. That analysis draws upon national survey data, which rely on respondents' self-reported income. Oh, no, that's right. Uncertainty about the budgetary effects. CBO's estimate for uncertainty, three main reasons. First, the national survey measure of household income may differ from VA's measure of gross household income because of differences in how income is measured. For example, survey only includes regular sources of income, so it might understate household income. And because the survey data depends on respondents' recall and willingness to report income accurately, as a result, the actual percentage of veterans and households with income exceeding the threshold could be smaller or larger than CBO estimates. Second, estimate relies on CBO projections of the veteran population and disability compensation payments, which are inherently uncertain. Third, some veterans may choose to forego disability payments because they would have to submit an income statement to the VA when applying for the benefits. If some veterans did so, outliers would decrease more than CBO estimates because no veterans are currently required to submit an income statement to receive disability compensation. And because of the unique properties of the program, there is no strong basis for determining how many veterans would opt out of receiving those payments. And distributional effects, veteran and household with higher income would have less income after accounting for reductions in or elimination of disability compensation benefits. Those reductions would vary considerably depending on veterans' disability rating and income. Veterans in households with lower income would be unaffected. So there you go. Oh, well, this, that, and the other thing. They want to fucking, sit there and like, oh, yeah, you make too much money. Okay. So we're going to take away all your money because you make too much money. Oh, yeah, no, you're definitely right. It's, like I said, Russia and China have been doing that. All these sanctions we've been putting on. We're basically sitting there with an egg on our face, and it's not cool. The threat, because it's losing its world power, it will fall. That is true. And I do agree. There's a lot of shit going on that, yep, nothing more dangerous than something or someone losing power. Yeah, no shit, because then they get unruly. Nice. Yeah, I'm going to have to start working on that and stuff like that. I mean, there's a lot, and there's going to be a lot that's going to have to pull together. But, yeah, definitely buy lots of wood and have a yard to build it in. Stay strapped. Yeah, definitely be out in the rural areas. That's one thing that I'm like. I'm on the lake. I'm out in the fucking rural area. I got a shovel, and I got guns and a shovel, and I can get alibis. That's not a problem. The sheriff in our area doesn't really care. It's like, because he can't send anyone to your house like that fast, because Cuyahoga County is a big county. So he's a damn good guy. He's like, hey, take care of it. Like I said, you're out in the rural area. Take care of it. Break into my house, see what happens. Fuck around, find out. So economics effects. So in addition to having effects reflected in conventional budget estimates, such as the one shown above, means testing VA disability compensation could affect veterans' decisions about working, saving, and investing. Economy-wide, those effects would probably be small because, I mean, we're a very small percentile of the people. So that's why it's like, why are you trying to take away from a small percentile of the people? Oh, excuse me. Some people in households with income above the threshold might change how and to what extent they participate in the labor market, either by reducing their number of hours a week, which is what they started doing with raising everything up to $15 an hour, by dropping out of the labor force to keep VA disability payments, or outcome that would more likely occur to a member of the household already working part-time or otherwise had low earnings. Other people might choose to work more to make up for the lost VA income. Certain veterans would especially unlikely to change their participation in the labor market. About 20% of veterans collecting disability compensation with household income exceeding the threshold in 2019 and had a household who was 65 or older who was not employed. Households that lost VA payments might save or spend less than they did before. The means testing was implemented. Particularly those households with higher income previously received relatively large benefits. Veterans in higher income households with low disability ratings, therefore relatively small payments, would be unlikely to change their behaviors. So that particular paragraph that I just touched on and stuff like that, it's just, yeah. Yeah, exactly. And I was going to get into that too. And well, like I said, it's just that. That's all it was. Why are we sending our herd tax-earned dollars over to Ukraine to support a war that they're not even a part of NATO, but we're just laundering all this money? Why are we supporting their financial system when you're stealing from our 401ks to make sure Ukrainian 401ks are paid for? Come on now, like what the fuck? Yep, exactly. Who needs an alibi nowadays? Courts do a lot of crime. That's true. But, I've also got that other marker kind of going against me. I'm white, so, I won't get the same thing. I'll have to pay bail. So they won't let me back out on the street because I'm not of a different skin color or, LGBT, whatever, alphabet fucking people. So I think I got one more paragraph. Well, a couple other things. So other considerations, VA disability program could be considered compensation that recognize the hardships of military service and special risks faced by service members. The program could also compensate for diminished quality of life as a result of service-connected injuries. Such consideration could suggest that VA disability compensation be paid regardless of financial needs, which that should be. Okay, you went over. Hey, I went over. I got my fucking leg blown off. Hey, great. We're going to give you this like little bit of money to, hey, get out there in the workforce, guy, and fucking do something. We're going to give you this little bit of money instead of like putting the money where it's supposed to go. It just don't. We volunteered to go do this. I get it. But let us fucking win. Let us fucking win. Don't just fuck around with us. Let us fucking win. Let us do the job we're supposed to do. You know, we don't ask for much. There are other approaches to applying a means test to VA disability compensation program that would have difficult effects than the ones outlined here. For example, means testing could apply only to newly eligible veterans. Under that alternative, the savings of the 23 to 32 period will be much smaller at $50 billion, and over a longer term, the annual savings for that policy applied to newly eligible veteran would approach the savings for a policy that applied to all veterans. Lawmakers could decide to exclude from means testing veterans with certain types of injuries or disability ratings for those particular ages. Applying a means test using the wages and salaries of veterans rather than household income might be better to target benefits to veterans who have experienced a reduction in earnings. However, focused on wages and salaries would deviate from the approach that VA currently uses to means for healthcare benefits, and additionally, means testing earnings could have a desperate impact on certain groups of veterans. For instance, veterans who rely on earnings would be more likely to have a reduction in VA payments than older veterans no longer working, which I also get it too. There's an age thing. No matter how the means test was applied, it would be for new veteran benefits administration, the branch of the VA that administers compensation program, and it would create new administrative responsibilities. See, there it is, administrative responsibilities. They're putting a lot more bullshit jobs and titles in this that doesn't need to be. You need to streamline it, get better fucking caseworkers to deal with the problems, and not have so many fucking government bureaucrats in there. It is most likely that because the VA is experiencing processing means testing forms and determining eligibility through the Veterans Health Administration, instituting similar procedures for disability compensation would be less difficult, less costly than if the VA did not have such a system in place for healthcare. Managing overpayment and underpayment would also impose additional administrative costs. So I am done there on my little spiel. I am going to ask if you are, yes, let's go back to here and transition, go. All right, we are back. Go send a letter, email off to your congresspeople, whatever state you live in, or you got veteran friends, let them know that this is the type of bullshit that's going on. They shouldn't be fucking with our benefits. Illegals should not be getting more shit than we get. That is true. If it's trespassing, it's trespassing. That wouldn't surprise me because there is a lot of underhanded shit. That's why they, was broker and wanted Hillary in there because she was sucking Barack off because Bill wasn't doing the job. But if I was married to something like fucking Hillary Clinton, I'd probably want to start a shotgun myself. But that's another story. But yeah, Russians got screwed by the U.S. and Ukraine. Yeah, That does not surprise me one bit. So, what's going on, Big Charlie? How the hell are you? You just kind of coming in at the tail end of my fuck your feelings segment. So, yeah, and I do apologize. I can't believe I've been talking about that fucking that long, but there's a lot of information to cover. And like I said, I'm just asking, you know, just if you want to, you don't have to. Send a letter to your congressman. Tell them, don't be fucking voting on that shit. Don't be taking our fucking benefits away as veterans, because a lot of guys need that. They earn that. Yeah, I'm sure they do. All right, smoke them if you got them. I'm going to probably drop the link here in a minute, and we'll get to, because I already did my call-outs, shop cards. We unboxed the kit. I did my fuck your feelings. We got a hero of the week this week, so we're fucking golden. Golden like a shower. All right, so let's drop the link and see what pops up. Bada bing, bada boom. Hey, Bubba. So, and it is here. Here is a link. All right, I can close this down. What's going on, Ryan?
Oh, you know, just hanging with the Cliff and the boys.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely a good time. Trying to figure out what the fuck's kind of going on with my shit. I got an echo, but it is what it is.
I don't hear it.
I hear it on my end. It's like it's back feeding through like speakers and stuff like that. So
that was me. Sorry.
Oh no, that was me. It's on my end. So
Frizzo.
Senior.
Long time no see.
That is true. That is true, Mark. Yep. And they're like European swimwear.
Terry.
Fuck yeah.
Hey.
So,
Terry may
made
be
it
glad
in here, but it sounds like a fucking run.
well, it's all good. I mean, at least you're here. Hey, Henry, what's going on? How the hell are you?
Hey, Henry.
So, yeah, that's
Well, look at that. He's got himself one of them little punch wheels.
yeah. Well, it's not that great, but I mean, it does have a little bit of a. It's got a little bit of a nibber on it, but it ain't bad. So, I got a can here that I kind of cut up a little bit. And,
Gonna test making rivets at least?
Yep, I'm gonna test making rivets. I mean, might as well. You shared the tip, but I'm like, you know what? Fuck it, because I seen how you.
You have absolutely nothing to lose, dude. It's only aluminum.
Hey, you showed it last night on Frank's Live there. It was like pretty
Yeah, it
cool.
looked like he done drunk the product, so he might as well just fucking cut up the can.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I actually have like Hot Wheel cars, and I got these little late model dirt track cars. So I took an aluminum can and I made the entire body out of the aluminum, and then I took my little rivet tool and paddle lined it with all the little rivets on it.
Mm-hmm.
It actually looks pretty cool, even though it's like deformed as hell, but
right.
they don't look good at the end of a race anyway.
Right, exactly, because you're so.
And it's 1/64 scale, so.
Yeah, 1/64. It's not like you're gonna see all that at the end anyway. So.
Well, it was all in testing and having fun and being creative, so I didn't care.
And that's what this hobby's all about, getting creative. Yeah, no, I'm using fabric scissors to cut this, but yeah, I don't care.
Scissors work.
It is what it is. It's scissors and stuff like that, so we're gonna. Fuck
tall.
Hey, Taylor. Shit.
Terry may be pleased to know that I got some of my Boot Hill Express work done.
Well, you're doing better than me. I've got the
Hey,
box
what's going
out.
on, Taylor? Oh, that
I've got
reminds
that
me.
far.
Congratulations to Taylor and Butch. They won some hardware at the show this weekend.
Yeah, I seen that.
Congratulations.
Taylor come
on
out like a
that.
bandit on it.
Yeah.
And so did Butch.
Master builder.
Yep. Butch, Master Builder. Yeah, you got the Master Builder and was like part of the museum, Revell Museum and stuff like that. That's a hell of a fucking feat right there. So we're gonna cut a little chunk of this. We're gonna fuck around and do some rivet sort of stuff. Let me change to overhead because, well, I mean, I don't really think y'all really want to look at my fucking pretty face. So, hey,
Oh, come on.
No, we'd rather look at that junked up desk you got.
Oh, I know. Well, that's what I mean. Oh, that reminds me. So there's a joke.
Flip
Now,
it over and
fuck your feelings segment, but I'll tell it now.
You know I had to say that.
I know you did. What's the difference between a liberal and a gun?
Gun
A
has a
gun
trigger.
only has one trigger
Yeah.
for left-wing retard.
yeah, I remember that one from last night, which is why I stayed
yeah,
silent
yeah.
to see if
Well,
anybody else got
it's
it.
not mine,
No.
but yeah.
I knew one.
Nice.
I never know jokes.
That's all right.
Here's another little tip for you, Cliff, with that.
What you got?
As you see, you got the dark side up right now, right?
Yep.
If you have a painted sheet, like say you're doing the side of a modified or whatever, right?
Yeah.
If you have your decal on it while it's nice and flat, you got your paint job on it, then you go on the inside and do your rivets. You can actually scuff just the top of those rivets off to expose the aluminum underneath them,
Okay.
rather than putting the decal on after and having all the bumps. You got to get it
Right.
setting
Exactly.
solution
So you
on
put
and
it
shit
on
like that.
smooth,
Yep.
and then do the rivets after. You know what? I've got decal and stuff like that. That just.
Well, I mean,
fuck down.
it's all in the pre-planning of what you plan to build or whatever, you know.
Oh yeah, definitely. But I mean, just say it. I mean, shit. It's like
Yeah, Terry Wilson done good at that one show too. I seen him 3 trophies he had.
Yeah, his Roadrunner was sweet.
Yeah.
Where's decal? I don't give a fuck about.
You still in the chat room, Big Charlie? I got your shop card yesterday and that card for Chris Portel's funeral. Appreciate that.
Got mine today too.
I was going to do a video, but I said, "Oh, Brenda's coming in here to get on this." I said I got it yesterday. I got it Saturday. Yesterday was Sunday.
Yeah, I was gonna say I got mine Saturday too.
Yeah.
I gotta get some batteries before I can do it.
I don't know why I didn't have one of his shop cards already.
What, the new ones or?
Well, I don't know if it's a new one. I guess it might be a new one that he had, but I never did have an old one. I just never did get one from him. I don't know why. Unless he, he sent it and it's got lost in the mail or something. Because that's like that law.
Could be like could be like Grady. Did you put it in the sun visor and want to take it to work and then forget you had it for a couple weeks?
Yeah, I seen that.
That was funny.
Before he put that in the Doug Inslee said,
yeah.
No, I don't drive.
Oh no shit! So his Roadrunner won first. Damn. I mean, that was a clean fucking Roadrunner he built, though. I mean, that was sharp.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
That was a sharp looking build. I mean,
I think the race car class in model competition should be separated between dirt track and blacktop, just simply because now they got a lot more like demo derbies and things like that that are considered race, but not technically on a black track.
Right.
Well, I noticed that model car show that Tim Brown, made a video of.
Yeah, I
It
gotta
had
watch the video
all
there.
kinds of classes in it. I seen there was one class that was on the table just for seniors that,
Nice.
over a certain age,
65 and retired.
I guess. But I
Well,
had never
that
seen
means it's like some
a
of them
class
young
like
bucks,
that before.
some of them young bucks are gonna have trouble trying to keep up with some of you old guys. You guys been doing
But
it
now-
so long, you're fucking good at what you do.
But that
Yeah.
one section for the juniors, I think it was like age 13 to 17 or something like that, or 12 to
Yeah,
17.
exactly, Taylor. 'Cause
Damn,
there's
they
different
had
types
some
of
nice
race cars.
ass fucking models on there to be, junior class.
Yeah.
Right. So the Syracuse Nationals, I'm gonna probably be assisting and running that again this year. So that's in Syracuse, New York. It's gonna be 14th through the 16th. 14th, 15th, 16th. It's gonna be at New York State Fairgrounds. It's considered the largest automotive car show on the East Coast.
Yeah, I agree. I think a pro touring class would help separate from the pro street class and the street machine class.
Yeah, pro touring. Yep. So that's a whole different all that too.
That's a good one, Mark.
Is there? And that's
Well,
not
I
even
mean,
counting
they
the El
could probably get
Caminos.
away with it.
It's not even counting the El Caminos and Rancheros.
Oh my. Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, you could put the El Camino and the Ranchero next to a Chevy truck or Ford truck or whatever. You could run them into trucks. That'd make the Australians happy.
Does that mean I can put an 82 Malibu two-door in there?
Yeah, why not?
It identifies as a truck.
Mhm.
That's
You know, that's really fucked up. You go to the DMV to register your car that has never been a truck platform, and they want you to
Right.
put truck plates on.
Exactly.
It's like, wait a minute. Show me when a Nova ever had a truck platform.
Well, I know
Yeah.
there's a Roadrunner on a truck platform. I know that.
Yeah, and there's a Dodge Omni on a truck platform making their little Subaru Brat wannabe, Rampage, whatever it was.
Right. Yeah, Rampage. Yeah.
But even still, that's not much of a truck.
Right. Well, the Chevy Love didn't die. The Chevy Love went to Europe and lives.
Well, that's just light utility vehicle is all that means, you know. That ZLGBTQ1. Oh, Mark, you're on a roll, dude.
Oh, hell yeah. Nope, I missed a decal, so I gotta go just a little bit south of that.
You liking the pattern the way it plays out?
Yeah, actually, the pattern doesn't look too bad.
Is yours nice and tight, or do you got gap in between where you
Actually,
do a second run?
I got nice spacing on this wheel.
Yeah.
So there's what it looks like, kind of clear.
Now, are the edges of your wheel flat, or are they kind of rounded?
They are beveled.
Okay.
They have a slight bevel to them, I was noticing.
Because I've noticed on some they're just completely flat on the edges, and that little point could actually tear it or
Right.
poke through the.
That was what I
aluminum.
was worried about because I seen the ones that didn't have this. Fucking love it, Mark.
Yeah, just put a grinder on your Dremel and
True story.
bevel it off. You know.
True story. They're running
Yeah.
the 4.3 V6s in them overseas. But yeah, this has got a slight, I don't know how well, but it does have a slight taper to the blade, so it's.
Yeah, just grind it down a little bit to round it off a little more, if nothing else.
But I mean, it's leaving an all right pattern. I mean, it's not.
They have
Yeah.
multiple spacings of those. The
I can
green
see
one
where
that I
what
have
you're-
has a much wider spacing.
Well,
I
that
can
actually
see
works
what you're
out
talking
pretty
about,
good.
Ryan. If it's got too sharp a point on it, it would push it on through it.
Yeah, it'll cut the corners, and you'll end up with
Oh,
little
that's
holes.
actually winkling pretty well through the decal. Or like you said, put it on the flat side. Too much light. Hold on.
Find the camera.
No, I was trying to get too much light. Yeah, that's better. It's not puncturing through. It's leaving just enough of a dimple.
Right.
But this Guinness beer can is also probably a little bit thicker too. So
Foster's. It's Australian for beer.
mhm. Yeah, I was gonna say that's a nice one that you're working on, Gene Snow's there. I was gonna say, I think. Let's see. Let me pull up the. Kit that Mark's working on. He's working on the Hawaiian dragster.
The Polar Lights kit.
Yep. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Polar Lights.
Yeah, I kind of I've built the Stardust and Schumacher, I think it was. Anyway, I built two of them anyway, and I kind of
There it
like
is,
that
all
old
plumbed
school
and
chassis.
wired and
Hell, you know.
yep. So that is true. The 4.8 is a good one. I was gonna say they
Oh,
did
the
a
big
budget
scale.
build on that. I can't remember. I think it might have been Horsepower TV or one of them and stuff like that. They did that. They took a 4.8 and a 5.3 and put them together, and there wasn't much of a difference.
Later, Munchkin.
All right, we'll catch you later, Daniel. Oh, it's a Revell 116. My bad.
Have a good one, man.
I'll
All
be
right.
right back.
Sounds
I'll be
like
right back.
a plan.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
no more group builds
What
for
group
me.
build is he doing now? That Brian BG's getting in or doing.
Yeah, I'm done with group builds, man.
I'm still gonna do them just because I can. But I still got to
Well,
finish up.
I seen they had posted another group build going today, but I done forgot what it was. Damn memory is things. Whirly bird. Oh yeah, something about the helicopters. I remember that.
Oh, helicopters! I did that when I got out of the shower today.
I think that's what the
Helicopter,
It was.
helicopter. You stand in the mirror and do it in front of the mirror.
Hey, Cliff, look in the backstage.
Oh shit! Jason's in there. Shit. What's going on, Jason?
What's happening?
Not a whole hell of a lot. Don't mind me. I'm just kind of.
No, you're fine. I messaged Frank. I'm like, hey, how many guys can be in this live? Because I've been sitting backstage for a while.
Okay, Memorial Day weekend. You
Yeah,
know
you
what?
should have
I got a
said
couple
something.
helicopters. I got 1, 2, 3. I got 3 helicopters, and a couple of them I could do for Craig's armed forces build too. So there'll probably be
That's
two
what I
Apache
seen
helicopters.
today.
One's going to be for the Marines.
Was the armed
The other's
forces.
going to be for the Army. I could probably do a different plane for an Air Force, or I could do that Raptor for that F-22 Raptor I got.
I would do a shitty brown Bronco.
For the Air Force.
Only helicopter I got's one I just got at Ollie's. The Apache.
Yeah, the Apache. What scale is that? 148th, right?
No, I think it's 172.
Oh, it's 172? I thought it was 148.
Hell, I don't know. Wait a minute,
I
and I'll
got one
tell
on
you.
my shelf that's
If I
one.
can find the damn thing.
Right? Well, it shouldn't be too
What the hell
bad.
did I do with it? I know it's here somewhere.
Yeah, I think I'm going to jump into that. That sounds like fun.
I'm not a military builder, so it would definitely stretch my skills a little bit.
I ain't
Right.
either. I just got the kit just for the hell of it. Just so I can say I have a helicopter,
Right.
which
Actually, Left Coast Joe there
Shit.
sent
There it
me,
is. Hit on. Hell, I know it's
Tell
I'm
me
liking
after I
this
want
whole
is
rivet thing, man. It's coming out halfway decent.
Airwolf
Yeah,
and Blue Thunder.
it's a 148 scale.
Okay, that's the same one I got. Then.
Level 4. Yeah, you probably, if you got one of Ollie's, you probably got the same damn one.
Yep, that's probably the same one, but I got mine a couple years ago for Christmas.
Oh, yours
Or
look like that?
Like 2018, 2019 when I got it.
Yours look like that?
Yep, same exact thing.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm looking at it right now. Same exact
It's
thing.
near $12.99.
So this is badass. Even though I had to buy a whole kit of shit to get this one little piece that they didn't have.
Now,
I
most
went
of
to Walmart and
the
they didn't have it, so I went.
most
to
of the kits that they had at Ollie's was all monogram. This one here is Revell, and Ollie's stickers on the outside of plastic. On this one is still on the inside.
You
So
know,
evidently they don't have no deal with Revell, just monogram.
you know the boxes that have the decal inside the cellophane. I believe they're all part of the buyback system. Like, say Walmart gets a shit ton in and they don't sell, they sell them back, and then they get repackaged to go back out to like Ollie's and stuff like that.
Well, yeah, it's just like Big Lots. That they get stuff, buy stuff leftovers. That's why Ollie's them advertise, when it's gone because they got just got it at one time deal and that's it.
Right.
Man,
Once they get rid of it, they don't get it back more. And not every store has the exact same thing either. I found that out, especially at that Big Lots. You can go to one Big Lots and they'll have something. You go to another one and they won't have it.
I'm liking that.
They didn't even carry it.
Right.
And the same way with Ollie's. I went to the Ollie's in Norfolk, Virginia and buy stuff and then come back to here and they didn't even carry it.
And that's why Mama said it's always nice to shop around.
Yep.
Right.
Oh yeah, I always shop around.
Yeah, I'm still looking for that Nomad and the 55. I can't find it.
Oh shit, you got the Sodbuster Chevy? Fuck yeah. And
Which Nomad you hunting for?
The Ollie's one.
The red 57.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Now maybe somebody will be at NNL trying to sell them off.
Yeah. At
The red
$40.
57.
They sell them due to theft within. No, that wouldn't surprise me. I mean, some of them would probably like sit there and then take them and then buy them, peel the sticker off, and go that way.
Don't need it.
Yeah.
Well,
I've got
after
a
the
57.
conversation last night,
Frank, like I told you, if I can find the son of a bitch, if it's the one you're looking for, I'll send it to you.
I don't want to take yours.
Well, I got another one. I got one Ollie's.
hey,
Yeah, I don't have an Ollie's around here.
Matter of fact, the one I got Ollie's might be the fucking one you're looking for.
Yeah, that's the one I'm looking for. The one that Ollie's.
Oh, is that
Sodbuster and the 21.
the one at Ollie's? Well, I've got
it
it.
at the auction or at the show.
You talking about this one?
Yep.
Yep.
Well, I'll send this to you. Fuck.
Oh,
I've got another one. I got another one over here on the shelf.
Shoulder, El Camino.
yeah, I
wonder
just
if-
dropped some, of
I
course.
wonder if the Sodbuster kit is the same one based on Ice Patrol.
It
Black
kind of
means
looks
silverware.
like it. It's a step side Chevy.
Oh shit! Should have turned
I
around.
mean,
now.
it's basically Big Red and
Easy.
I've got a big red shit. but
what was
yeah,
it?
it's
Chips?
Big red.
Chips? John's truck, I believe it was.
Yeah, that just came out.
Thanks, honey.
Yeah, that other 57 Nomad that I've got, Frank, is the one I got from Nemo that I wanted off of his giveaway. It's got the little gas station, service station cutout things put together.
What the hell?
Oh,
with
neat.
I had.
Oh, sounds like this one.
Isn't that Chips Drive-In or something like that at the gas station?
I'm not sure.
Oh my God. I'm just gonna pull out this fucking thing.
I got that one there, because they had them Ollie's. I told my son just get one of everything that they have, except for that Dodge Ram pickup. I didn't want him.
You didn't want the GTS?
No.
It's actually a really nice kit.
It's actually, yeah, not too bad. I've got to start cleaning up some fender line or mold lines, and
I've made a couple of extended cabs out of them over the years. The hardest part is the way the fenders go into the door, kind of when you add the extension on the back to make it an extended cab. You got to do a lot of side grinding.
Yeah.
nice. A 64 longbow.
Yeah, it's a nice one.
Hey, Frank and Cliff, you remember the
Nice.
conversation last night?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
I worked on another picture.
Right.
Nice.
And I wrote out a shit ton about it. And I think what I'm going to do is a comical parody commercial type of thing.
Okay.
So stay tuned for it.
All right.
I like that.
I've already got your address, Frank, so I'll get that out in the mail to you.
You don't have to do that. I'm fine. You
I don't care a bit. But you know damn good well I'm more likely to never put the damn thing together.
You know, that actually probably wouldn't be too bad.
Hey, Dwayne. I'll do like Jeff, by God. I'll have to start somebody else put them together and this thing.
Hey, Dwayne, what's going on? How the hell are you?
Speaking of Vipers, that's a Viper there, isn't it? GTS.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a new Viper.
I don't know if the GTS was just the coupe version or if it was the horsepower
got
performance package.
The Viper, car at Ollie's.
Yeah, that one. I missed that one. That one is
And I got the Lamborghini,
that's the convert.
Corvette.
Yeah, I got that Lamborghini and
You got a 4x4 that Lamborghini. Cliff's got a 4x4.
Lamborghini. I'm going to 4x4 and stuff like that. So, well, just keep on trucking. You got my number, Dwayne, or
Oh yeah, and I got that
I'll get a
32
hold of me
Ford
if you
Street
wanna
Rod too.
talk, so.
Yeah, Lamborghini Diablo.
Lamborghini Diablo. Si no habla español.
I like the
Yeah.
LP 500 or 5000. I'm not. When the Diablo came out, I wasn't impressed.
Oh yeah, and I got the Mustang Cobra too. Yeah, a bag missing. I know I got more damn models than that.
You got models?
Oh, here it is, Dodge Viper. You got two of those 66 Malibus from Hobby
Nice.
Lobby.
No.
Blue one. Or blue and white. I already had the black one, the original.
The box art on the side has the black one, right? I think it's on
Yeah.
on the side.
On the talking about the
The 66.
blue and white, yeah. Yeah, it's got a picture of the black one on the side.
Yeah, but the original was molded in black too, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
black
I've
and
got
red,
his
they
set.
both
I've got-
came out at
I've-
the same time.
Mm,
Well, I've got the black one. I don't have the red one. And I got his sitting up here on the shelf.
The only difference between the two was the carburetors up, the air
Well,
scoop,
actually, sitting
and
right
the
there.
rim. Otherwise, they were both identical kits.
It's a monogram kit.
nice, nice.
Actually, I think the seats were different in one of them too, between the red and the black one.
Yeah, quit fucking stirring around, getting out of breath.
Said still.
all this damn twisting and reaching, it's getting me out of breath. I'll do what I do best in here. Sit still and watch the chat room.
Yeah.
You're pretty
That's why I
damn
got
good
rest
at it, let
in
me
here.
tell you.
Ooh.
Okay.
Man, this don't
Holy
take much to
shit,
get me in.
bud.
Especially when
Damn,
it can't breathe.
that fucking looked like it hurt, bud. Shit. Well, hopefully you have a speedy recovery and shit. Damn. Well,
What'd you
hopefully
do,
you're
Dwayne?
feeling better, Dwayne. Dwayne took a fucking header on the ice. That's not, yeah, that's. Fuck.
That's why I stay off of roller skates, ice skates, skis,
I would do it just because. I mean,
Skateboard.
Yep.
It just,
rollerblades, all that shit. Stay away from them.
Yeah, I tried to not roller skate, but ride a skateboard one time. Fuck, it lasted about 2 seconds.
Yep. I've got zero fucking.
As soon as I stepped up on it, the damn thing flew down the damn sidewalk and I was on my ass. And I said, fuck this shit.
Doesn't take long.
Same way of fucking water skiing. My damn brother was going to teach me how to water ski. After I drunk about half that fucking lake, I told him to hell with it. I didn't want to learn. I got back in the boat and fucking pulled his ass.
Oh, I like that, Ryan. That's awesome.
That look a lot better than the original.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can see the whole thing.
it sounds like an attempt at something.
The red up on top is a little much, but
Yeah, but otherwise it looks good. Really put the stake in each corner.
yeah, it's just a little shield type of something to put up there. But
Yeah, that is freaking cool.
yep, just fill it out online and then print it out, and you're good to go.
And give me my money.
You have the official title without the seal on it, so you can register anyone you want.
That is cool. That's funny.
But I wouldn't mind making a different border for each state, because each title is different in each state.
Yeah, you got different watermarks and.
Well, there's different layouts. There's different shit.
What do you call it, Cliff? The malignant cunt?
Which one? That malignant cunt they call Kathy Hochul, who's in charge of New York State?
Yes.
Yes.
What's
Yeah,
up,
Jack
Charlie? What's up with Jack in the Box?
Oh, no, just check them out.
Oh, yeah.
I've subbed him a long time ago. He's got some nice looking stuff on there.
Yes, he
Yep,
does.
yep.
Wow, I could see Jason's brain.
Still waiting to get a shop card from him, but I sent him on mine.
Wow. Man, you could see like the craters on the moon with that thing.
That's just how fucking blind I am.
Yeah, that one lens you held up there, but looked like the bottoms of a damn Coke bottle.
Yeah.
Right.
Damn.
You know, that Stevie Wonder could fucking see through them.
Exactly.
Yeah, so if him and Ray Charles both had glasses on like that, they'd see each other.
They finally see
Yeah,
each other. Yeah.
that's the problem. They fucking keep wearing them same sunglasses. No wonder they can't fucking see.
Do you know why he got a divorce from his wife? He told her he wanted to see other people.
That's good. Hey, Frank,
Yeah.
do you know if you can download the entry forms for NNL?
I think it's same thing as the one in Philly. You got to register at the door.
Damn it.
I know.
No pre-registration.
Nope. I'll tell you when I go to the meeting. I have the meeting
Okay.
the Saturday, 8th or 9th.
Okay,
I'll give you a heads up before.
cool.
Oh, you sent him some stuff, Big C?
Isn't
That's
that the
pretty neat.
model boxes, model kits?
Yep.
Seems to me, I just watched that one.
Oh yeah. I saw that.
Some really nice ones in there, man. That Scirocco would be kind of cool. I still not built one of those. Yeah, it's definitely pretty nice of you there,
I
man.
need to watch.
And I don't know if you caught it or not, Charlie, there, but you made the old man cry. He actually had to edit a little part of his video out because he got all choked up. I think it had something to do with what you wrote in the letter that he didn't show. The second envelope. Wait, no, the second envelope was the truck, the stake bed truck shop card.
Yeah. Actually won't look too bad once I get it mounted on there.
Got a running board now?
Yep, I got a running board. Might do something a little different with the pattern. I don't know. Maybe I'll go back over it this way.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it works. That's a good idea right there. Shit.
I wouldn't doubt you could make it like a diamond plate too if you cross hatch it in 2 directions.
Right.
Make
Yeah,
your own
yeah.
aluminum freaking diamond plate. That's pretty badass.
Yeah, you can make your own diamond plate, like you were saying.
Pretty fast and easy though, ain't it?
Yeah, it works. Especially this little tool is the cat's ass.
You know, like on a Jeep CJ5 or something where the back corners by the taillights have that aluminum diamond plate cover.
Yup.
I can see fucking making up some diamond plate off of an aluminum can like that and then fold it around, glue it on.
Well, that may actually go because I got this Jeep right here that I might do that on, and it'll save on the actual plastic styrene. And
Yeah. Yeah, just super glue it on. It'll stick.
yep,
Worst case scenario, make little tabs on it that you can make little slots for it to tab into
just
and
drop
bend
it
over.
right in. Alright, so
Yeah, I grew up making paper dolls, so I knew how to make tabs and slots.
insert tab A into slot B.
Not my fault. My parents bought me highlights when I was a kid. Hey, if you've ever been in a dentist's office, you know them books.
Used to take them all the
I've
time.
seen them. I've read them.
Yeah, they're still around.
They're still around. They're still making them.
Highlights. Damn, you
Yeah, I
brought
was going to
back,
say highlights. I remember them in grade school.
Grade school, shit.
Yeah,
They're probably around when you were in kindergarten.
actually, they didn't have kindergarten when I was going to school. I started
Damn.
first grade when I was 5 years old.
Yep.
Now
They
I
didn't
feel
have
wrong.
kindergarten when I went to school either.
They didn't
No.
have kindergarten or Head Start or none of that shit.
They
Nope.
have Sunday school?
Yeah, I damn sure I went to Sunday school every Sunday.
There you go.
Mommy made damn sure I fucking went to it.
Right?
Whether
Looks
I
like it
fucking
helped.
learned anything or not, she made sure I was there.
The dolphin and the Jayhawk.
Same way of going to school.
They look good, Johnny. Hell yeah.
My dad always told me the only reason I went to school was just to get my time in. I didn't go there to learn nothing.
That is true. They make army manuals too. A lot of places make army manuals.
Buy your
And
books,
did you
send
know
you to
that
school, and what do you
most
do? You
army
eat the damn books.
manuals are written at a 4th grade reading level. The pictures are drawn by like 1st graders.
Mm.
And they always have changes. Instead of printing the whole book, what they'll do is they'll actually put the changes out in separate things. So you get like a bunch of leaflets whenever they change something, and you got to actually go through and take out the shit page and put the new page in. It's a pain in the ass. I did pubs for a while there where you had to like go through, you're in charge and make sure everybody, all the manuals were up to date, and you had to go through and change out all the shit. So
Hey, Terry, do you have the Munsters coach by chance?
Yep.
You know what the front end of it looks like from the front doors forward?
Yeah.
I have that glued on to the front of my Boot Hill Express right now.
Yeah.
I got almost an inch. It's about 7/8 of an inch of a gap between the roof and the windshield post.
Uh-huh.
I got to fill that in. And then once I get that far, I'll have myself
That'd be neat as shit. Put that on front of that. Well, how why you you used the front end? Well, how much of the front end did you use to that monster coach?
It looks like about
I mean,
almost
you used to-
exactly a 1/4 inch behind the front door latch to the post on the Boot Heel Express.
what are you going to do? Run 2 different motors in it, or what are you going to do about the motor sitting in the back of the hearse?
I already took out the coffin platform and transferred it onto diamond plate.
Oh, okay.
So there won't be no motor in the back. The hole in the ceiling thing, I'm debating if I want to use the original roof and just stretch it, or if I want to make a whole new one. I do have the 6 lights that go up there, but
Yeah.
with the 2 holes in the middle, they're too far back now to be centered.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm debating if I want to do a whole new roof.
That look wilder than shit. That front end off the monster coach onto that damn Boot Heel.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen people use like the Barnabas van with the Boot Heel box.
Yeah.
I've seen quite a few different versions, but I don't think I've ever seen the Munsters coach front on the Boot Heel.
Yeah.
I've even seen the little gasser, the C cab on the front of the Boot Heel.
Yeah, or even that paddy wagon would work too.
Yep. Yeah, I got a bunch of the C cab show rod stuff.
Yeah.
When it
Yeah,
comes
I've
to
got-
show rod,
I've got the beer wagon and the popcorn wagon and all that shit.
yeah, that popcorn wagon, that one's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Even being 120 scale doesn't bother me any.
Yeah. I've got the original little red wagon.
The
Plus 2 of
telephone terror?
remakes. The what?
Telephone terror?
No, the little red wagon, the Dodge. The
A100. The wheel stander.
yeah,
Yeah, who made that kit, Perry?
IMC.
I thought so. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the first
Matthew would like
original-
that.
I think the first original issue was the Touch Tone Terror. It was a blue box with a white A100 on it.
Here. That's the original.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
1967, I think. Let's see.
Yep.
So
I need-
this is the
I need-
Lindbergh version.
I need your glasses. Yeah, I've
Right.
got two different versions of the Lindbergh version of it.
Yeah, I built the
Right.
Lindbergh version. It came out pretty nice.
Bill Golden Maverick.
Yep.
Are they 2 different kits?
I don't know. That's actually a good question.
How are you?
The only
What?
real difference
No, it's
is
just both of them's Lindbergh, but they got 2 different Lindbergh two different emblems. You know, I mean,
the only
both
real
of them.
difference is the
How's it
brittleness of the plastic with the Lindbergh kits.
One of them that I got is got the red, white, and blue Lindbergh emblem
Oh, yeah.
logo, and then the
Yeah.
other one says the Lindbergh box or whatever. And the yellow.
Oh, boy. Jeff's in there. Hey, Jeff.
Didn't IMC turn into MPC? Or
I don't know.
I don't know, but they didn't stay in business very damn long. Because I've
No.
got a price guide book from them, and
Yeah.
from 1965 up to about 68 is about as long as they stayed in business. And either somebody else bought them out, or somebody something happened
Yeah.
to them. Because
Yeah.
that's as far as they list them. Now I've got the Mustang 2 from 1965 that they put out too.
Yeah.
I think Matthew's got hit.
he's got that 49 Ford, right? Is it the 49 one?
Yeah, he's got
48
hit.
Ford? He's got a whole bunch of them. IMC.
Oh, the 48 Ford.
yeah.
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 But now the Grease Lightning.
Okay, here's some history for you with a question. What
Okay.
does the I stand for in IMC?
Ooh. Ooh.
I'm
Independent.
hoping you
Hey,
can tell
Rat.
me.
Rat
Industrial,
bastard in there.
Industrial Motive Corporation was
Interesting.
acquired by Testers in 1970.
Okay.
And then
Now, I know
Testers,
what it stood for.
yeah,
I just
and
didn't
then
know what they bought it now.
yeah, and then Testers was obviously part of like Revell, I think it was for a while.
Ooh.
They got the Fujimi testers too. I guess testers would
Yeah.
box.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the IMC. I wonder if those were good kits.
Honestly, yeah. I mean, considering the time when they came out compared to what they were building beforehand, hell yeah. You know,
Because Matthew has the opening doors on his, and
Yeah,
Yep.
he does. And
yeah.
I've seen those kits built. It's not bad.
Mhm.
I mean, I'm surprised Lindbergh is stuck around and is still actually out there.
Oh yeah, Ollie sells a lot of Lamberg stuff.
Yeah.
I built that 53 Victoria, the Coca-Cola.
I've got a HMS Hood ship up in my closet here behind me.
Mhm.
That I got it Ollie's from it's Lamberg.
Oh, nice.
$12 for it. It's about 3 foot long.
I think
Up
the
here.
only Lindbergh kit I really want to this day is the Auburn Speedtail, boat tail.
Now, I've got one of them too.
Yeah, that's such a classy car, man.
I seen somebody had one of them at that car show at Tim Brown videotaped over the weekend. Yeah, it's sitting on the table with all
Yeah, I
the
got-
antique
I
cars.
did see that. Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
it's a Auburn bobtail or
Nice.
boat tail.
Oh, that's fucking
Auburn
stupid.
cord.
There was one of Acme.
Yeah, and Cords are nice looking cars too.
Yeah, the Lindbergh cord, that's kind of a pain in the ass. Multiple body panels.
So is the old Packards.
Yep.
Them's nice.
Back when shit was simple.
How's your running board turning out there, Cliff?
It's actually not turning out too bad. I mean, I had to trim a little bit, but it's not going out too bad.
Well, that's good.
There's a little bit of sheen light off there. Fucking still getting light like a motherfucker, but yeah.
He ain't showed up tonight, Jeff.
Yeah,
He was
looks
on
like
here or Saturday night on Brian's.
I don't
but you
know.
didn't
Like I
show
said,
up.
he was on Brian's Saturday, but
Yeah.
I didn't show up. I watched it Sunday. I was busy doing stuff, so I caught the Sunday rewind.
He was talking about you, Jeff, on there, how you was trying to go live Saturday. Didn't know how.
going
I guess
live for the
Butch-
first couple of
I
times.
guess Butch figured it out for you.
Yeah, figuring out how to go live for the first couple of times is kind of a learn as you go experience.
Yep. Hey, Senior, did you ever get your PlayStation figured out so you can go live on YouTube?
I hope it did.
Well, if you want, depending on what time I get done with work tomorrow, maybe we'll fuck around for a few minutes and
Test it.
like
I was going to go on there
see.
today and try it, but I didn't feel like fooling with it.
I don't blame you. I wouldn't want to fool with it either.
I was trying to get caught up on all them other videos that I, have not got to watch. And
Oh, I fucking give up on doing that.
that's the reason why I was watching Jason's.
Mhm.
Well, actually, I watched that Tim
Oh, that
Brown
sucked.
put on there,
I'm on
Throttle Power,
landscape mode. That sucks.
and that was over an hour just watching that video.
What?
You know, when I put videos out, sad part is I don't really expect a lot of people to really watch them. Like, especially my
Yeah.
live streams, because they can get fucking extensive unless you've got. Nah, he's got a PlayStation there, Jeff. Hey, what's going on, Josh?
Hey, what's up, Josh?
No, I don't have no fucking Xbox. I got PlayStation 4 Pro.
Ooh, the Pro.
Uh-huh.
I don't even know what that
Yeah.
is.
And I've got the steering wheel and the brake and gas pedal if I want to use it.
I wouldn't mind having the space to get a steering wheel set up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's the reason I don't use it, because I ain't got, where I sit in our recliner. I don't really know where to mount it.
Right.
My son's
Yeah.
got
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
in
it's
there
all
on
the same difference. It's a
his
video
room, and he
game
told me I
machine,
could use it, if I
but I
wanted
kind of
to.
like the Sony
Ain't got
better
nowhere
than
to attach it.
Xbox.
Yeah, you almost have to build a solid base for it to stay put in.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it wiggles and
Yeah.
wobbles. And,
Well, I've got one, from a computer that I had, it was Microsoft that I used for like NASCAR and Need for
Way too
Speed and
much.
all them, when I had play games.
right.
I love Need
And
for
then I've got the control yoke and the rudder pedals and everything for the Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Nice. Yeah, that's one hell of a game there.
Oh yeah, yeah. When it first come out, it was on like 4 3.5-inch floppy disks. Now the newest one that come out is on 6 DVDs.
Damn.
That's how damn big it is.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
lot.
But I mean, it's as fucking close to the real thing as you can get. I mean,
Well,
I
it goes
flew,
by it goes by Google Maps, so it's actually the
well,
whole
not
Earth.
only that, but the way it's set up now, you can either choose to be a flight controller, air traffic controller, or you can fly the plane, either one.
Right.
I mean, I played it, before and had people over in Germany that was, I was at an airport and somebody in Germany was an air traffic controller at that airport telling me, when I was cleared to take off and all that shit. I mean, that's about as fucking neat as it gets.
That is pretty cool.
That you got an actual person that you can hear talking to you there on the runway,
Right.
Yeah,
right.
that's neat.
and they clear you for takeoff. Plus, if you program, the weather is programmed in through NOAA Weather Service, so if it's raining where you're at, then it's raining, on the game.
Oh,
No
that'll
shit.
help a lot. I'm done.
Yeah.
Finally done with my
That's
rain.
Yeah,
cool.
I took off from my hometown airport, and it be pouring the damn rain. You go on that damn game, and it's fucking pouring the damn rain. I mean, it's real time, weather.
What's up, Dan?
Man.
That's the reason why the game's so damn big.
Welcome back.
But I mean, it's just surrealistic. It's
Now maybe you can find MH370.
yeah.
That fucking plane disappeared 10 years ago. Still don't know where it is.
Can you
Yeah.
fly through the Bermuda Triangle on that game?
You can go anywhere in the world, so I don't know. I guess you could. I've put a lot of time in that game.
I mean, there's a lot of places in the world that are no-fly zones. I wonder if the game does the same.
Oh yeah, you try to fly over Area 51, you get your ass shot down that game.
That's cool.
Because I tried. I tried. I mean, that's how realistic they got it.
What's going on?
That's
Hey,
cool.
Leon, what's going on? How we doing?
Hey,
Hey,
TJ and Ned, what's up, buddy?
Anyway,
I suppose they would do that simply to prevent any flight simulation attempts.
yeah. Hey, Josh.
For
Dan?
so nobody can practice how to achieve that.
Yeah, I was gonna say how to crash in, buildings and shit like that.
Right.
You know, like the Twin Towers.
Yeah, exactly.
Crazy shit.
Hey, Cliff,
Yeah, Jason.
can I do do I have to wait to do a reveal video on this motorcycle, or can I do it whenever I'm
Get it
done?
done whenever you get it done. Whenever you get done. I mean, I should be
Okay.
working on mine right now, but I'm actually found out a cool tip last night about using like aluminum cans, and I've been kind of
Nice.
fucking around with that. So
That's cool. Okay.
I got one of these things, but yeah, whenever you get it done, if you don't get it done right away, that's why I made it from January to October.
I'm going to need
Yeah.
an extension.
Yeah, another one. Here's the reason why it's in October to begin with.
Yeah, that's
When I
funny.
initially did it the first year I did it, it was like, oh, hey, I need an extension. I was kind of close to getting mine done, but I was having some issues
Yeah.
with some of the stuff on mine. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll do the extension. It's my group build. And it actually worked out because it helped Frank out. Kind of helped me out too. Because,
Nice.
it was one of them things, but that's why it's October now instead
Yeah.
of September. So
I've got quite a few builds I feel like I have to get done before October, so I'm like powering through this thing. It's probably going to be done this weekend.
nice. You actually made it a little bit further than even I've made it on mine. Mine's still sitting here in a box right next to me. I should probably pull it out, but like I said, I'm playing with aluminum now. So
Yeah, fair
Okay,
enough.
right,
Just-
Josh, that's fine. I'll watch.
Oh, hey, yeah, all right. So seeing already tracking, I already got someone for Saturday. So
So we get to meet another modeler. Cool.
yep, yeah, definitely.
Good. Yeah, that's actually a pretty cool series because there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff of a person on the channels that nobody gets to really know just watching them.
Hey, Jeff, I'm still waiting on that damn hat you said you was going to send me.
Yeah, paint mixing is an art in itself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the hardest thing, Leon. Is getting that paint mixed just right by airbrush.
Yeah, that's the other thing. That reminds me, I got a
Hell of a lot different than just reaching for a damn rattle can and spraying it.
Right. So it's a she. Cool. I like
Oh,
female
there
Hey.
you
builder.
go. That's nice.
Oh,
Oh,
That's pretty cool.
nice.
Fuck yeah.
Just curious.
well, I'll make damn sure show up now.
Yeah. I
Does
was
she
gonna say,
build
that's something else
mainly
to see every
semi
day.
trucks?
But
Yeah, it ain't Amy from the one that builds all the trucks and trailers, is
White
it?
House, or White House
Yeah.
from
Or
Buddy
Amy,
Fitton
no,
Build.
Amy Wright, I believe is her name.
Yeah, Ray House, one of them.
Yeah.
She's always over in Europe and stuff like that, doing that. So
Yeah, and by God, she's good at it too.
yeah,
Damn
no,
straight,
she's good
man.
at building.
Jeff, Jeff
She's
needs to watch her. He might learn something on building a big rig. You hear that, you rat bastard?
Get him.
yeah.
Yeah, call me an old goat again.
Good one.
But yeah, I gotta actually order some paint. Cause I got that one. I gotta do an Eleanor build on that Mustang. A commission build for one of the guys I used to work with. He ended up getting commission warrant officer. I think it was last month or a month and a half ago. He's the guy who built my challenge coin tray and stuff like that. And so I told him I'd build him a model, and he was kind of either wanting like a JDM one, which I was looking for that or that, but they had the Mustang and stuff like that. He, he kind of said, I want it done like Eleanor. And I'm like, okay,
Nice.
I can do that. So I got to get the gray paint. I'm going to go with probably either splash paints or ERA paints. I know Big Charlie was telling me about it. We talked about it the other day, and I had a brain fart and fucking.
Hey, Corey.
I thought it was funny about 5-6 years ago. A buddy of mine was going to do an Eleanor build, and he knew he had every right to contact me to see if I had certain parts he needed, right? Because I'm kind of a parts junkyard.
Right.
And I don't build Fords if I can help it.
Right.
He's like, you don't happen to have a Cobra 2-carb air cleaner, do you, for the Eleanor? I just happened to look and there was one. I'm like, wait, I have one?
How the hell did that get in there? It's probably just a random part in a box.
Yep, because I do. I'll buy junkyard lots of parts and pieces. Like when I bought the bed buggy frame,
Mm-hmm.
it was the only thing in the whole picture I wanted. Everything else was just throw it in the parts bins. Who cares? And there was like 1 or 2 other pieces I'll probably use eventually, but I'm pretty sure it was something like that. Just came in out of nowhere and ended up in my collection.
We get that on the big jobs.
Are any of you guys familiar with Bob Klein? He does a Facebook auction group on Facebook.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I've heard of him.
I've
Yeah.
bought a lot of stuff from him over
Thought
the
that name
years.
sound familiar.
He's got a lot of more vintage kits, I'd say. you know.
Yeah.
And he's always buying collections and sets and a bunch of shit and whatnot. And one day I bought a huge freaking box from him for like $18 shipped. And there was 3 complete kits and a whole shit ton of parts in there. And I don't know, they're all fucking bagged individually as far as color and what part they go to for what car, and the rest of the small shit's all up in my bins. And
Nice.
so if anybody needs something, don't be afraid to ask. I may happen to have it. You know,
Mhm.
if it's Ford, chances are limited, but you know.
Right. Oh, that reminds me. That's right. I'm gonna pop this fucking YouTube thing up that I seen today, and it was great. It was by Salty Cracker. This dude's fucking hilarious.
Oh, we enjoyed your plate.
Let's see.
No, I
what
just
it
grabbed the
was
brat and that was
short.
it.
Let's
We
see.
never had those nice soft fries. Don't do it good.
Alright, so hold on. Let me-
Hey Terry,
Yeah.
does that Boot Hill Express still have the cellophane on it?
Oh,
No.
Let's see what we got. This
No,
is
it's
fucking-
been open, but it's in a Ziploc bag, but everything's there because I checked it. I went to piece by piece and make sure, it was all there.
Why the hell is my shit?
Got some tape handy on your desk? Pull it out and put the 4 pieces of the body together so you have something cool to stare at to keep your mind going.
Why am I not?
Well, I got the box sitting back here.
Oh, hold on.
Now I'm just trying to figure out how I can go about painting it and make it look like, wood.
I would say start with a lighter color and then dry brush
Cookies.
on some
What's up,
darker
buddy?
color to
Well,
fill out
I
the
bought
other-
a bunch. I bought a set of these furniture markers.
Hey,
like,
Frankie B.
Yep.
What's going on,
but they want him to stick to it.
Well, technically they will, but you got to kind of wipe them off mostly with your finger.
Well, I
rather than-
figured if I had primer on it, it probably would.
yeah, it'll stick more to a paint rather than to.
Yeah, but
something else.
I just tried it on the sprue itself, and they just fucking slide right across it.
Right. Yeah, on just a plain sprue, they will. They'll just wipe off like freaking permanent
Yeah.
marker on glass.
God dang it.
But yeah, if you give it a light
Yeah,
tan
figure out some,
first,
hold on.
a base color, and then you can
Yeah.
put that on there and
Holy
wipe it
flame.
around. It'll work pretty good.
Well, I've got a lot of tan and beige looking colors that I can start with.
Right.
Yeah, I used to play, mommy.
I almost thought about
Boot
doing
Hill
my-
Express, Josh. I'm gonna try to paint because it was all wood. The original hearse was.
I was
And
almost
there's wood
thinking
grain
of
in
doing,
the.
I was almost thinking of doing mine with the gray weathered wood look.
Yeah. Well, I
But-
thought about that too. Paint it gray and then you take the
Darker
panel
charcoal.
liner and
Yep.
give it a black.
Oh yeah, Monday
borders.
Madness. You missed the long rant that I had going on there earlier.
Yeah, I thought about that, but I don't know if I really want to do the high quality woodwork or if I want to do the run down.
Well, I've got a
ramshackle
picture
rusty.
of, if you go on my Facebook and look at my cover picture, I've got a picture of one of the real ones.
Right, right.
Actually, it's probably one of the fiberglass ones, but it's a real one. You can drive it. And it's more of like a gold color.
Yep, yep.
It don't even really look like wood, except for around, the windows, where the wood grain part is.
Right.
Um,
Well, see, I mean, if you think of carnivals from back in the day, the Ringling Berries, Barnum or whatever,
Barnum Bailey.
yeah, all their freaking circus
Oh, yeah,
wagons
real wood or
were
nothing.
painted, and they
Yeah.
were touched up over and over and over. So they got like 60 layers of paint on the damn things.
Yeah.
Being the Kamala and Biden.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Try this.
But I've noticed, a lot of the people that builds, the Boot Hill Express, they've got the body of it painted gold.
Yep.
And then they put, just more or less touched up, and painted the wood grain part, around the windows.
Yeah,
And,
I painted. That's how I painted mine, Terry. I did mine the main body gold too.
Yeah, well, I'd say that that's probably what I done back in '67 when I built the original, and but it probably looked like shit. But that's probably what color I painted it, because I
You
know I
did the
wouldn't have
best you
left it
could at the
orange.
time.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
I
but I
sent
do.
you.
I know that I left the inserts that goes around the back tires, like the white wall. I did leave that part orange on the one
Right.
that I built back in '67.
Nice.
I just thought it looked good with the orange, white wall. But
Right.
now the new kits that you can buy is got the white wall that comes in it.
Yeah, it's because
And
the
the
kit's
kit,
molded in
and the
white
kit,
instead of orange.
and the kit's molded in white. It's not orange.
I do mine.
Yeah, you've seen the picture of my build when I sent you
Yeah,
in my email.
and it kind of looks like you painted the body on it, with gold.
Yep,
Mhm.
yep. Yeah, I pretty much followed the box art because I didn't have
Yeah,
internet to do
but
research.
around the windows, it looked like you painted it like a darker color, brown or wood
Look
color.
down away.
Yeah, I did do some more wood
Yeah,
tone.
that'd be good,
in it.
Josh.
I did mine kind of. So I don't know if you can see it, Terry, but
Yeah, I saw that today. This is
so that's how I did mine.
that's cool.
I
Oh,
did
you
this
see
thing.
it,
I built this thing like 7 years ago.
Oh,
Looks
yeah,
great.
there you go. Yeah, that looks good.
Is that the GTO Tiger?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he lost his hand in a tragic car accident.
Yeah, well, see, that's the way I thought about doing mine, and then painting the gold, the top tassels
Yeah.
and everything gold, and around the gold on the window for the
Yeah.
glass.
Well, I think
But,
if you could take your gold paint and separate some of it, either add a little black to it or some white to change it so you get a softer and a darker gold,
Right.
Yeah,
I think that would kind of help pop a little
This
more
beam is savage.
so that you can have two different colors of gold almost.
Yes, exactly.
well, I was going to do this part. Let me show you. Show you on the box here. If Cliff pull me up, there
Yeah,
you
you're
go.
good.
You see, see right in here, this wood right here on the east side,
The pillar
each
side.
side of the window.
Yeah.
See
Yeah.
how that's a little bit darker color?
It
Well, that's what
is,
I
yeah.
was going to try to do, a little bit darker, or make it
Yeah.
look more wood grain, and leave the rest of it gold.
Yeah.
Even back here on the back, you can see the
Yeah.
little
It's a
bit.
little darker.
Yeah,
Panel
it's like
insert,
it,
yep.
and the kit itself is got the wood grain look to it. It's
Yes.
molded in it.
Yeah.
And that part is what I was going to try to do, make it look wood grain, and then paint the whole body part of it, just paint it gold.
Right.
Last
'Cause I've
night I
got
was
plenty
I
of,
was
I could even paint it gold pearl if I wanted to.
yep,
Yeah.
yep.
That looked pretty good.
'Cause
Last
I got
night,
plenty of gold pearl paint.
last night I was looking on eBay at caskets,
All right, Cliff, you can get me off there.
and there's
No problem.
3 inches under, 3 inches under, which would be scaled for 6 feet under.
Yeah, that's a great site.
And he has some ambulance, coffin type of stuff. And
Oh, no kidding.
he's got one that's really intricate, detailed, very cool looking. I want to say it was like $16.99. But
Well, that's
Huh.
what I was thinking.
And
But
what
I
is it? 3 inches under?
Mhm.
3 inches under. He has his own
Okay.
website, and he's also on eBay as Jim19 or something like that.
Okay.
I have him in my wish list. Or if you just look up resin casket, you'll find them.
Yeah,
Right.
a good wash would probably
That's what
work.
I was thinking, Corey. Actually, I thought about maybe taking some of the Alclad orange and use it to highlight those panels with.
To me, a
I figured
clear
it out.
orange.
Yeah, put that over top of
Mhm.
or I thought about just taking maybe some clear, that Createx clear is water based, and mixing some food coloring with it, and make it clear, wash with that. Only
Yeah.
it'd be clear, and then because it won't clear it anyway. I thought about doing it, a matte clear, because wood, don't have that shine, or at first didn't have
Well,
no shine to
technically,
it.
when you put like a polyurethane on wood to protect
But
it would.
but since it is a show car or show rod or whatever, I mean, yeah, it should have some shine to it.
Well, see,
Right.
that's where you have two options. You can either go the show car route and make it as high dollar, classy, restored as
Well,
possible.
I even thought about not even putting those wheels that come with the kit on the back and putting those damn big ass cars, on that comes in that 67 Chevelle Pro Street.
Yeah,
Put them on the back of it.
That'd be neat.
It'd look wicked
That
as hell
would be-
then.
they'd only be wider. They wouldn't really be taller. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, they're just widers though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a set of the fronts, and I'm sure I could make up a set of the rears, but I'm going to use something totally different on mine altogether.
Yeah.
Because with the Munsters Coach front suspension, it has them fenders on.
Oh
it
yeah.
already,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, you could use a wider tire because that's spoke wheels on the front of that boot heel.
Yeah, I'm thinking of doing something that has spokes, more like a wagon wheel, and hopefully doing a brown wooden color to them, even
Yeah.
if they would be a steel wheel or something. You know?
Well, see, I thought about doing that too, is taking those front spokes and take the chrome off of them and paint them back a wood grain color.
Yep. Yeah, I think that would actually give the car more of a 1800s look.
Yeah,
Rather than a
make it look
1900
more
show
like,
rod.
regular wood spoke wheels.
Yep.
Because
Right,
that
right,
coach,
check out
back
for
in the 1850s, it would have had wooden spokes on it.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. I got to redo
Yeah,
handlebars.
I'm definitely giving my car more of a macabre kind of feel to it, a little more dark, you know.
Yeah, Josh, I've got
Pyro style.
a few different color inks. Yeah, they would probably work too. I don't know if I might have a red or orange or something. I know I got a yellow. Yeah, I think I may even have a brown. The brown would probably work too.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, and see, even if
Getting
you
ready.
wanted to keep the wood
Okay.
panel lines
I'm
and
gonna
stuff
go another
like
10
that,
minutes. So I'm
it
shutting
doesn't
down.
mean it has to be wood colored,
Mhm.
you know.
Yeah.
So I've been looking at this one trying to figure
Well,
out what color I
It's
want.
just like on the, the box, just as long as, some distinction between the two, the body and the wood on the, around the windows.
Well, I think if you had the 6 lights on top and the 4 pillars in the corners, it's still Boot Hill Express. You know?
And and got the damn stack sticking out the fucking top of it
Right.
with a big Hemi sitting inside of it.
I mean, as long as you open that box and take 1 or 2 parts from it that are noticeably known to be from that kit, you can put
Yeah.
them on anything you want, like the 67 Chevelle. Put the motor in there with the stacks 4 feet out of the hood, you know?
Yeah. Or take the side pipes and put them on a damn 32 Ford.
Yep. Put the white walls on the back and the freaking wagon spokes on the front. There you go. You know? There's no limits as far as that goes, as long as we start with the Boot Hill.
Yeah.
Sounds to me like a lot of open customization to me. Which is in
Well, that's one reason why, I ain't really started on it, because I want to try to come up with a way of painting it first, before I start putting it together.
Right.
That's, I know a lot of builders, that's what they do, they think of a color that they want that body to be and then build the car to match the color instead of building the car and then paint it, it's.
If you got some flat stock little like 2-inch cubes or something like that, take
Yeah,
some
I've got
60
that.
grit paper and just scuff it enough to put some deep grooves into it,
Yeah,
and then practice on that as a wood grain.
yeah.
And then you can see, do I need a base coat and then the top, and then will this work with that, and which colors look good together.
Well, that's what I was doing with that sprue. I was just taking the sprue tree, and more or less rubbing it, with those markers to see,
right.
how what kind of effect it had.
But like
yeah,
you said,
it
it
was-
won't stick to the unsurfaced.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I figured if it was primered, they would stick.
So you shoot a little
Yeah,
bit of
sure.
primer on one and you test it again until you
Yeah,
come up with something you feel confident you can manage it with.
yeah. Or even with the paint, using different colors of paint. I know Charlie Mack's really good at making wood grain, look good.
Yeah, he
Yep.
uses the
With,
Tamiya
by
clear.
painting it. Yeah,
That's what I like about that.
yeah. Yeah,
I mean,
that
it really
30
comes
Model
down
A,
to the right base coat color so that you can add to it or reduce
Yeah.
down to it, Starting with a white kit kind of hurts because a lot of stuff is really bright if it's not primered to dull
Yeah,
it
well,
down.
see, that's another thing too, is with, this kit, as old as it is, I don't think it'd be too much danger in it bleeding through, like a new kit would. But it being molded in orange, you could, there's always that possibility that it could bleed through. But
Yeah,
I kind of
orange
doubt it.
isn't as violent as red is when it comes to bleed through,
Yeah,
but
well, yeah.
it still can.
Yeah. But that kit being 55 years old, ain't much likely it would bleed through now.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you shot it with a matte clear first and then primered over it, so you'd have an extra layer in between there.
Oh, yeah.
So it has something to bleed into before it gets to the primer.
Yeah.
That's kind of like when I did my rusting the chassis thing, that's why I put down a silver base first. That way, if I do scuff down to it, the silver shows up before the molded color.
Mhm.
And then
That's just
using
something.
my 400 grit sanding pad to just kind of lightly scuff it, hoping it don't go too
And
far.
that's another thing. You don't want to, I don't want to build up the paint on it too much, because then it would take the effect, the wood grain. If I
Right.
feel, put too much paint and fill that in, it's going to take that effect away.
Another option would be to use like wood grain contact paper.
Oh
You know,
yeah,
like you would put on your shelving and stuff like that.
I've
Yeah.
used
The
that.
grain is actually too big.
I'll tell you something I thought was neater than shit that I watched Mark do. He might have been on Frank's. No, he was on Terry's, I think, or somebody's fucking live stream I seen. But he was taking birch bark
Yep.
off of trees and peeling it into layers and
Making a
using that,
veneer.
to make, to even make, like the inside the bed liner on a pickup or something.
Yep.
Or he
yep.
said he's even used it, to make like the wood grain dashboard and stuff with him on the model.
Use balsa wood.
I was going to say you could cut it out and then insert balsa.
Yeah, I've got balsa wood too. I mean, you got all kinds of wood. Like, where the hell
Yeah.
did balsa wood go?
You said
Well, I
If
mean,
you
the,
have
the,
a Hobby
the kit
Lobby-
itself has it mold, the piece molded in to the body, it's already got the wood grain effect or wood grain, design in it.
If you have a Hobby Lobby, look in the dollhouse department for any of their wood
Oh, we
grain
got
veneer
one, but
detail.
I ain't able to go to it.
Well,
Yeah, the
just
wood
have somebody
flooring.
swing by there and see if they have anything like
Well, I usually just go on their website and buy everything,
that. True.
that I get.
But I know the dollhouse miniature, in order to keep everything in small scale, they
Yeah.
scale down the wood grain print so it actually looks to the right scale.
No.
Because I mean, if you take like knotty pine, a real piece, the grain is so far spread apart, you'd barely have one or two pieces of grain in something that small,
Yeah.
Whereas with balsa, it
Yeah,
has a
agreed,
whole
Corey.
different texture
Agreed.
to it. Yeah, I mean, when I first started with cars and then got into mechanics, and then I got into house construction and decided, well, I could build dollhouses too. So I do. I built like 16 little dollhouses. You go from small scale to large scale and then large scale to small scale. It all works.
And all this shit builds in the other.
I mean, the model hobby definitely provides skills that are transferable in all of life.
Yep.
Well, you ought to be good at building damn dioramas then.
Yeah, I just don't have the space for them.
Yeah.
I've built quite a few.
I know Corey is in here in the chat room. By God, he knows how to build them.
Mhm.
Do that. Get some of the balsa wood and build a garage,
It's
garage?
cool, like scale 2x4s. and
garage,
stuff.
That's the only problem, though, is having the room for it.
Yeah. Yeah, I got absolutely nowhere to display a diorama in my room.
I've got a garage display in my closet here. Shit, it's goddamn big. It takes up so much room. I even got one of those electric garage, floor lifts.
Oh, so you got to get it on uplift?
The
Yeah,
2-post.
yeah. But mine's electric. You just push the button. It runs off battery. Push the button, it'll raise the car up and down.
Did you find that one on eBay for like $30?
And that garage that I've got has got the floor cut out to where that lift fits down in it.
Nice.
So it's level with the fucking floor.
Oh, that makes it real nice.
Yeah. But it's damn big, though. It's like I said, you ain't really got nowhere to set the damn thing. And it's hard to build a garage of any kind, that's big enough, put a 124 scale car in it or two of them without making it, at least 2 or 3 foot damn square and make it look halfway decent.
Yeah, it's like when I build a dollhouse, I got to use a 4x4 folding table in the garage, go out there, work on it, come back in, go back out there and work on it, come back in. I can't do that in the winter because there's no heat out there. Fuck that.
Yeah.
But trying to sand all that wood and stuff creates such a dust and everything. I don't want to do it inside anymore. But I would take like 3/4 inch board, run it through the table saw a couple of times on end, and make my own 2x4s, 2x6s, 2x8s, and 12s for window headers and shit. I'd frame it all up, make my own window casings, door frames and doors, and all kinds of flooring and shit. One year, my mom and we asked the local lumber yard if they had any wallpaper books. And they're like, if you want one, you can take the whole set because we don't want to sell wallpaper anymore. So we came home with over 40 of these big fucking books and proceeded to cut all the wallpaper out of it. So I got patterns freaking galore, man.
Just had to be in the right place at the right time.
Yeah. Yeah. It was just asking somebody if they had it. And sure enough.
Well, that's the same way with me. That's why I tell a lot of people or told people before. I used to go to the damn x-ray department in the damn hospital and ask them for overexposed x-rays.
Right.
Because they can't use them.
Chris's
and I would use it, cut it out, and use it to make tinted windows to put in damn models.
Nice. Yeah, it definitely has about
standard and shit anyway, and it's easy
the
to cut out.
gunner seat that Chris is working on that Huey.
A bit hard to see, but we can see it.
Yeah.
I know, I'm trying to. I shut the light off so it wasn't as bad of a glare, but there's a little bit better spot where it's lit up.
That's cool.
Yeah, Chris is working on that, or Tiger Tank. Chris, he's working on that.
Nice.
Yeah,
Really
it's,
cool.
it's nuts.
Yeah, I may have to jump into that military build and do my North Carolina ship.
Might as well.
Now I ain't got no other reason to build it other than to give it to the Auxiliary Legion.
So I got to figure out how many stickers I want, because I was calling around looking for stickers and stuff like that for like some of our CVMA stuff, because I'm quartermaster, and yeah, it won't have seats in the back. It just got a little bench thing, because that's what you do when you're a gunner, is you're kind of strapped in and you're wielding the gunner. You need a lot of room, especially wielding that 60. So,
Jason, are you from North Carolina?
no,
No.
he's New Hampshire.
New Hampshire.
Yeah, I'm up in New Hampshire.
Yeah.
Well, Tiger Tank was just asking.
Oh, sorry. A little distracted here.
No, that's all right. It's good.
You ain't distracted. We're the distraction.
That's right. Well, I'm a distraction on a
You're
Monday
building
night,
a fucking
so-
model. Don't
Yeah,
distract you.
I'm trying.
Yeah, we're just sitting here aggravating.
So I don't know. It's like I don't know if I really want to drop that kind of money, but there's this place, Sticker Mule. Now,
Well,
5-inch
stickers
stickers
are
or
expensive
3-inch
at
stickers?
Vistaprint.
Well,
That's the reason
don't
I
know.
ain't got any.
Well, I didn't actually get them off Vistaprint. I mean, this is through a place
Yeah,
called Sticker
Vistaprint's
Mule.
expensive though.
Right. Well, these ones actually ain't bad. They got a 3-inch sticker and a 5-inch sticker at this
The
Sticker
hologram.
Mule.
Yeah.
500 of them are the 5-inch stickers for $395.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's what I said. Fucking A. But the 3-inch circle
Yeah.
for
You
500
can fuck a bee and get twice the pleasure.
Or if you get 1,000, it's 60 for 1,000 and 350 for 1,000 for the 3-inch circle versus the 5-inch circle. Because I'm thinking about doing that, even though it's for our CVMA logo. You know, I'm trying to get different prices because that's what I do. And
Yeah.
Would it be
We're,
cheaper and less cool if you just bought some peel and stick paper and printed them out and cut them out?
I might be able to do that if I was capable of doing that. Now, I also reached out to that place, Artcraft Printing, and they're the ones who they use. That's my local printer and stuff like that. So maybe I could reach out to someone down there, try to get a better deal for the CVMA.
Now, what about Staples or Office Max? Did you check to see how much theirs is?
Not yet, but I might. Like I said, it's because I
I know some people, you know, uses them to get their
$400.
shop cards.
Right. Well, that's what I mean. It's like $400. All right, Johnny. I
Night,
appreciate
Johnny.
you stopping by. I probably won't be on too much later myself.
Night,
tonight, 'cause
Johnny.
I gotta get up
If
and
you're-
go to work tomorrow myself.
See you, Johnny.
so-
If you're going to ask a local company to print something out for you or whatever, ask them if they'll give you either a affiliate or a sponsor for your channel. And if anybody clicks on the link to go buy shit, you get a little
Right.
kickback.
Well, I've already tried that, and they're like, eh. And I'm like, well, whatever. I mean, like I said, I'm just using you because you're like kind of close because they're the ones who originally printed my shop card and they hooked me up.
See you,
and
Corey.
So,
See you, Corey.
see you later,
Right.
Corey. Enjoy. So, like I said, sorry we didn't get a whole lot of modeling done tonight, but
I got a bunch. Dude, look at this shit. This is almost done.
Even Frizzle's been working on his, and so have I. So
Mhm.
be lying. You made a running board.
Well, I've done my job. I've been sitting here watching this damn chat room.
Right.
I'm the hall monitor.
Yeah. Gotta love the
A
little
damn good
on-air
one, too.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm good at my job.
Yeah. Yeah, you keep those who are looking away from chat informed of what's in the chat.
Right?
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah,
fun and wonder.
that's what I usually do when on Brian's, you know, because he usually keeps his back turned to the chat all the time. And
Right.
I have to tell him, you know, somebody's saying something to you or wanting in or something other. And
Yeah,
he'll
like
turn
with
around
the
and let
North
him
Carolina thing I just asked Jason, you know.
in. Yeah,
Jason was preoccupied, not distracted.
I like that.
Well, you were. You're focused on
I was
what you're
gonna
doing.
say, even I've done that myself, you know, getting like preoccupied, and I got like people popping in chat, and I'm like, hey,
Or people sitting backstage for a while.
yeah, that's true too.
Well, that's like Saturday before last. Somebody come in the chat room and I spoke to them, and it went for probably 10 or 15 minutes. And Brian turned around, just happened to see if they was in the chat, And he said, well, I didn't know you was in there. I said, well, I told him hi whenever he come in, and you just wasn't paying attention.
Mhm.
So the next person that come in, I fucking hollered. I said, so and so's in the chat room, Brian.
Why so serious?
Yeah,
Hey, what's going on, Mike?
I watched that movie the other day.
Lurking and
That's
stuff.
fucking-
So, I'll text you off to the side there. Did you see my little rant there about what government's trying to fucking do and take fucking veteran benefits away and use our fucking benefits to pay for their Democrat wish list? Well, that includes the rhinos and fucking Republicans too. Everybody who wants to fucking pull that shit. So
Yeah, that's
I've already
just to
sent
cut
out an email
19% of their budget at best.
right, exactly. If them
Matter-
fucking kick or cut back instead of kickbacks, we'd be
Here,
doing all right.
I just scrolled back up your chat here and grabbed the link. So there it is. There's your budget options thingy that the government's talking about that you put out there earlier.
Yeah, I mean, it was like I didn't want to go on too much of a rant, but I figure it's like I got just the perfect, I got just the perfect thing for to fuck your feelings because, well,
Well, if they're looking at fucking yours, it's only fair to talk back about them.
Yeah.
right, exactly.
I mean, I don't know that anybody can talk anything about the government
Exactly, Mike.
without it being a rant, because ain't nothing good coming out of any of it.
Oh hell no.
What are you talking about? DMV's fun.
Yeah,
No,
but they wouldn't.
Don't
They
be
wouldn't
talking
be.
about the DMV. We're all going to be
They-
sitting in line in no time. Damn it!
They wouldn't spend all this money. By God, if they was fucking getting the same pay we are.
We
Mhm.
have
Bastards.
online stuff, so I haven't been to a DMV in years.
I'd like to see them motherfuckers living on what I live
I
on.
like to reach out and deal with someone if I got an issue. I like to deal with them personally.
Get rid of all them damn Secret Service regarding their rights, like somebody gives a shit about them.
Right.
So Jason's
You don't need-
actually experienced with online DMV.
What's that?
You're actually experienced with online DMV.
Yes.
Would you like
It
to be a
probably,
part
it
of
probably
customer
works up there in
service?
New Hampshire.
Yeah. I register all my vehicles online. I got my last license online.
I'm going to beg to
Sorry, Mike.
differ on that because not all your vehicles are registered yet.
Oh, you're right. Damn it, you're right.
Last night, me, Cliff, and Frizzle were
Yeah, we were
talking about
talking
model
about that.
car
That'd be-
registrations.
Like, yeah, model car registration.
Model car registrations.
Mhm.
If
So
it's
that when you go to a show
125
and stuff
scale,
like that,
if
and
it's a
you can keep track of the
125
miles.
scale, it's $4 per car,
Okay.
plus registration fees and everything.
Yeah.
If it's 116, it's 116 of $100.
Okay. Fair
But-
enough.
If I got your email, or actually Frizzle, send him a copy of that picture I just sent you.
Okay.
Because I know you got his email already. You can
Mhm.
yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
I am.
Yeah,
Well, so you got me. I do have a truck that's not registered yet. A real one. One to
Well,
one.
come on now. Wait. We're not here to get you in trouble. We're just here to make sure your model cars are registered.
Well, hold on then. But,
There's statute of limitations on that, Jason.
but I've got all these license plates.
Yeah.
What do you mean they're
Mike,
not
actually,
registered?
We're actually thinking about.
Hey,
like,
Ryan,
doing
does that
something
count for the ones that's not that don't have plug wires and don't run?
Technically,
Yeah,
running
yeah.
and driving with and
Drive
without a
shaft.
drive shaft is dependent on whether it's new, used, complete, or salvage title.
That's funny. That's funny.
I was
Yeah, I
actually
just think
thinking of contacting our local police department because they do have a DMV, but also the police department can register vehicles. And I was thinking if I can find a police officer in that department, if they would give me time to do a
Seatbelts are
little
overrated.
consultation with them to talk about some of the logistics of would it be possible to start a business like this to register models that would actually be separate of DOT, but still be legitimate.
So like,
Because
it'd be
if
like a
money
real
changes
model
hands,
car.
it would be a business. So I want to make sure that I can cover the
Right.
bases,
All right. Wow, this is impressive.
That's kind of neat, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were up until 2 in the morning.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I was
Yeah,
up at
dude,
5.
I was listening to that live and fell asleep at 10.
Oh, then you missed the whole thing.
Oh yeah,
You
we
missed the
missed a
whole
lot,
gamut.
because
Well, I seen where you was on for 5 hours last night, and I was going to watch the replay.
And then we also need to find somebody who's capable of doing model car insurance, like Haggerty.
Yes.
Hagrid,
Yes, we
Insured
do.
value per
it's
car.
Hagrid. Hagrid insurance.
But we only deal in bulk because nobody buys only one model. It's like Lay's potato chips and pussy. You can't eat just one.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah, exactly.
So we don't do single car investment.
Multiple car discount.
No,
Yeah,
there's no
there's multiple
discount.
car
It's
discount.
just the price goes up.
Right.
But you see how on the title it says new and used?
I
The
did
new-
see that.
New depends if it's sealed, open, or in the box, etc. Yeah. Used means the motor's been started, it's got glue on it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
But I wrote up this huge fucking thing and I'm gonna make like a spoof commercial about it.
If you buy one, get a junk title for it, because if it's one you buy off eBay, it's already been started and you have to restore it.
They automatically come with a salvage title that you have to get verified as a builder. Then once it's built, the police officer comes in and verifies the salvage title is roadworthy, and then you can get it registered.
Wow.
That's how they would
you
work
have,
on a
and you
real
have
car?
to show all the receipts from Tanya and all them before you got the parts to fix it with.
Yeah, maybe.
So hold on.
Well,
Let
that's
me
the way
look
it
at
is
this.
in the real.
Is there some sort of an identification number?
There will be.
Yeah,
It
there
goes
will be.
off of the
Yeah,
kit
the
number.
kit number.
The kit number is
number.
part of it. The state in which you have built the car. I have a picture here. Let me pull it up and I'll tell you.
Vehicle identification number. Okay, so that would be the kit number.
Yep. But
Okay.
it has
Number,
more in
state,
the
it
number than
has-
just that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, because you
Okay.
you also have you do also have a kit number. So
Right. Well, here's how it breaks down on a normal VIN on a car.
yeah.
It's the country, the manufacturer, the make, the body series or trim package.
Mhm.
Then you got the engine in there. You got a random security number, model year, assembly plant, which is basically the state you built it in, and
Yeah.
then the kit number. So
Okay.
there has to be a breakdown of how to get your individual serial number for your car,
We got to do a
Okay.
paint code.
because
I was getting ready to say that, Frank.
The paint
They
code.
they've got a place on there for the paint code.
Or you
Mhm.
can
Right.
even make an RPO
Well, let's-
code.
let's say we both build the same exact kit and we go to register it. Whoever registers first gets specific identifier as number 1. The
Yeah.
second gets number 2,
And then
and
so
that
on
number
so
keeps getting bigger and bigger as that vehicle gets registered by another builder.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Well, hell, they run out of numbers for Pappy for his damn 67 Chevelles.
Yeah, he goes from 0 to 100 in one fucking stash.
Yeah.
Right.
He'd be the one asking about the multi-vehicle discount or multi-model discount.
That's
We
funny.
may be able to do something like after 5 or 10 of the same kit, we may be able to do some family discount.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he would have VIN number from 1 to 500.
Yeah.
All
Right.
taken out.
Well, all numbers are issued in order.
And not only that,
received.
but and not only that, but he'd be the first one to register a snap kit.
No, I got a couple.
Right.
Yeah, actually, I got a tow truck. I got a plow truck. I got a couple.
I was gonna say I got a couple snap kits. I just actually haven't built them.
Yeah, we
I
just
still
like to
say
get
the
Pappy
best snap kit out there is the
hell over
2013
his, though.
Ford Raptor. If you've never built the 2013 Ford Raptor snap kit, buy one and build it. You will love it.
Actually, it's funny you say that because Ryan and I built one when he was like 7 years old.
And that thing is solid. It's heavy. You can play with
Yeah.
it for hours.
Yep.
I mean, as long as the wheels stay on the axle, that thing is a freaking brick.
Oh yeah.
My kid takes the wheels off of everything he owns.
Well, get him on a NASCAR pit crew then.
Well, then just give them metal axles with a bolt on the end and have them bolt on the tires. Yeah.
Mhm.
All right.
Get the RC hex head system there, so it locks in, so it'll rotate.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I was sitting here last night just writing up this whole fucking list of how would you go about the VIN numbers and purchase
That's
date.
funny.
Oh, and don't forget, mileage matters. Because if you take a car you built at your house to a show, how many miles there and how many miles back changes the odometer reading.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, like, if I went, say, like, to Acme, back and forth, that'd count as, like, mileage on the car, which would be, like, badass. That's, like, a lot of miles.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And in scale, 5,232 feet equals how many inches?
Right.
If that car goes from this shelf to that shelf, or
Holy
move
shit.
across town,
So you're really breaking it down like that? That's hilarious.
everything's in scale.
I don't know, man. You I think you had too much acid last night, man. You're thinking
I was getting
way
ready to say, I believe you've got too much damn time on your hands.
way too deep. But
When I
is-
ain't got nothing but time, yeah, I
it's
got a
cool.
little bit of
It
it.
is cool. I'll give you props on that.
Yeah.
That is cool.
But I mean, in a legitimate business sense, it could definitely be profitable, and you could actually have your vehicle registered.
Be on TikTok, say, hey, what do you do for a living? I make license plates for model cars. And I'm driving a Lambo.
What do you do?
Right?
Yeah.
What do you do for a living? Oh, I play in a heavy metal band. Really? What do you play? The flute.
A flute.
That comes from Eluvite. They're a Swedish or Norwegian metal band. It's good heavy metal, but they use the flute and
Yeah.
bagpipes and all kinds of other shit over
Right.
there. But yeah, I thought that was the funniest comment I had ever seen.
I
You
think
play in a heavy metal band? What do you play? The flute.
what? That's funny.
Gotta love irony. So yeah, just so you guys know, I can't do this alone. So if you guys want a position in the DMV of model cars, let me know.
I don't want to get yelled at a bunch, so I'll probably
Well,
just
then-
register my stuff.
Well, then we'll keep you out of the PR department.
Right?
The PR department is a little better than the HR department.
Yes. That's true.
However, we will need somebody to print up license plates to go with them, and titles to go with them.
And maybe you can find someone who's like in a fake prison or something like that.
Oh, dude, if we could hire inmates for cheap labor, I'd do it.
Dude, that'd be fucking great.
This motherfucking thing.
They want $15 an hour in prison.
Fuck that. They ain't getting no 15.
Yeah, but the inmate only gets $1.45 at most,
Mm-hmm.
unless they're on off-site work. And then they can make full amount, but they never see their money because they don't allow them to have it. I was in prison for a year. I kind of have an idea.
Yeah, most of my time was like big sentence in Mannheim Correctional Facility. Whole whopping, 20-day sentence, but I served 17 of it at a military correctional facility. Yeah, that was good times. We're fighting.
So you didn't even have enough time to go through the whole system to get
Pretty
any of
much.
the benefits of being in a prison.
Right.
I had a
Pretty
year
much.
sentence, and they are mandated to do any medical needs, glasses, dental, schooling, etc. They're mandated to force to make you finish those. If you ain't got your HSED or anything, you have to finish school while you're in there.
Wow.
And when I was in there, I had dental issues, and they weren't going to let me go to a place closer to home because they didn't have an on-site dentist. So I was on a hold, and it only cost $7.50 for each dentist visit. And they pulled teeth and did all kinds of shit and whatnot. Show me a dentist that's not in the correctional system that charges $7.50 for a visit.
There isn't
Regardless
one.
of what they do. You know,
It cost me $600 to pull a fucking tooth. I could have pulled it with a pair of pliers.
could have went to prison for a year and had them all taken care of.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm kidding.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
That's
you can
what
walk
I
out of
said.
there with a journeyman's degree for plumbing, electricity, fucking construction, you name it. I mean,
That's what I
honestly,
said. That's
Go
what
ahead.
I said, Ryan. When I go to the hospital, I get everything that I can there to work on model cars with. But
Mhm.
everybody I told that to said, "Well, fuck, I going to the damn hospital to fucking buy my model car supplies."
Yeah.
Might as well.
I'm paying for it anyway. I might as well bring it home.
Yeah, get a little benefit out of it, man.
Yep.
Hell, I'll take the IV tubing and everything.
Yeah.
Because it's the ideal size to make radiator hose for a big rig.
Yep.
I take shot needles and fucking cut the ends off of them and wrap them with fucking bare metal foil and use it for drain pipes.
There you go.
Hmm.
Have you ever seen anybody build like these amazing walking buildings and massive structures and stuff out of just like plastic bowls and fucking just about anything and everything they can?
Mm-hmm.
There's some amazing artists out there. Start with a tube of glue and a shit ton of freaking plastic shit. Just start gluing it all together and then adding freaking grass and trees and color and oh my god, dude.
Well, I watched the video of a guy took a fucking 9-volt battery and made a straight 6 engine out of it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Wow. Well, that's neat.
it was wild as hell. You
Huh.
know, the two little ends, the two ends sticking out, he used for his pulleys, water
Nice.
pump, and the
Crankshaft
and the crank.
Nice.
Oh shit.
And he fucking set 3 loose carburetors on top of it, turned it up, sideways, and made a fucking straight 6 motor out of it. Fucking
Yeah,
wild as hell.
if you're gonna light up a car, that's a great way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've never been good with switches, so all my wires hang off of the car and go down to the base.
No, I think I'm gonna change fucking blades. Right. 17.
So which bike kit is that, Cliff?
It is the Harley Sportster Testers Softail or Softail Custom.
Gotcha.
So, and I'm working on that because if I get it done quick enough, we've got as far as the CVMA and stuff like that, we've got a display case that at the War Memorial and Syracuse.
Oh, that's the same one I got, Cliff.
Yeah, the Testers one.
Well, no, mine's Lincoln Mint.
Oh yeah, it's the Lincoln Mint, but it's like the Testers Lincoln Mint.
Well, yeah, Testers, yeah. Yeah, that's identical to the one I got, girl itself.
Yep, that's what I'm working on.
I started to use that one to build for that, motorcycle group builder that I was going to enter your port iced. Before I, picked that gypsy wagon.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting a gypsy wagon. Not too fond of the super wide back tires, but the rest of the kit's really cool.
Oh yeah, they're kind of fucked up.
I got the Royal Rail. I wouldn't mind finding the baby hauler thing, the little bassinet.
Uh-huh.
That one hasn't been reissued in a decade or two, couple decades. The baby howler or something like that, whatever it's called.
The Baby Howler.
Yeah, it's just a little bassinet, little baby carrier thing, and it's got a baby bottle shifter and a bunch of other shit on it.
Nice.
Yeah, I like anything that has a theme that's carried throughout the build. I really enjoy that kind of thing.
We call it the
That's
drag
cool.
hag.
What's that, Frizz?
That sounds like the drag hag I built. The weirdo.
Yeah, that's a weirdos one. Yeah,
Oh,
that's the
Oh.
one where she's actually pushing the bassinet, though, isn't it?
she's like riding it. It's like
Oh yeah.
you got the shifter for the baby bottle shifter.
last year Dollar General had them everyone on sale for $1 a piece.
Man, you should have
Mhm.
gobbled them up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was gonna say,
I
that's it,
would
like
have, but
Yachi.
I couldn't get out to get them.
Hemi howler, that's what it is.
I would have bought every fucking one they had, cause on Amazon they're like $12, $15 a piece.
Easy, easy.
Yeah,
Here's a link to the Hemi howler, the little baby show rod.
I like them show rods.
Yeah,
And they
they
make
make beer
one-
wagon show rod too, sitting up there.
Ain't they got one that's made that looks like a telephone booth?
Yep.
They're just talking about that one a little earlier.
Carl Casper's Tall T.
Oh, that's funny.
And then they got Stroker McGurk's as well.
Stroker.
I think MPC did the Carl Casper's version, and then somebody had bought the rights to it and did the Stroker McGurk with it and added the little figure in there. Other than that, it's the exact same kit. I had bought a group of like 7 show rods from a guy, all glue bomb rebuilders, and it had the Stroker McGurk in there. The phone booth was so thin and broken and glue bomb so bad. I tore it apart, transferred it all onto paper, made my own templates, and then cut it all out of my garage sale signs and rebuilt the whole freaking telephone booth. Then I put a Kansas City Chiefs jacket on good old Stroker McGurk. And that kit actually has an airplane engine in it. When you look at the intake, it's like, what the fuck is that? And then you go looking for the reality of it. It's actually a military airplane engine. And that's what he had in the original actual car instead of before he put the blown engine in it, which is more popularly known in the show series. But that's the kind of fun I like to have.
No, that is definitely fun.
So if you got any of them parts kits laying around in your stash that are unbuilt and missing a shit ton of pieces, let me know. It's like that Dodge Charger 3, the concept car. I had bought 5 Corvettes, or so I thought. One of them was actually the Charger, but I couldn't make it out. When I got it to the house and I started looking at it, I saw Charger 3. I'm like, what? So I looked it up. It's an old 1968 concept design MPC kit, never reissued other than the Flying Dutchman. And then it was toys and some other shit. It's actually a Hot Wheels and all kinds of shit. But I proceeded to make my own rear air brakes and all the interior, and I put a Viper engine in it instead of a Hemi. Give it a little more modern, you know.
Yeah,
Turned out pretty nice.
Shit.
Same with the, it's not the Mako vet, it's the Street Freak type thing. It's got like a Mako pointed front nose and a lift up cabin and stuff. I only had the hood, the body, and the interior tub, and that was it. And I took a 84 Corvette and made everything work and got it put back together. It turned out pretty good.
Yeah, I got some Corvettes and like hodgepodge that I gotta try to figure out and put together. I gotta do a shit ton of those because I got a bunch of them and I'm gonna build them all different ways. One of them is probably gonna get like off-roaded, but
Right.
or like maybe pre-runner. Because I did see this particular what that was on Pinterest. It was like kind of like a trophy truck, but it was somebody took the surf wagon and made it into like a Baja / post-apocalypse /
all-terrain vehicle.
Yeah, like an all-terrain vehicle is like badass.
Yeah, you could even take one of them Corvettes, pull the body off, build a roll cage around everything, and make Cletus McFarlane's fucking badass car.
Yep, I could do that too.
That was a Corvette.
Yep.
Hey, Jason,
Yeah.
is Tortuga Customs in your club?
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Is he?
That dude built some crazy stuff.
Yeah, I just saw the Chevette. I saw you.
I'd like to get one of his shop parts, but I never could find out what his email address was.
Doesn't have it on his YouTube page?
I couldn't find it.
So you want one of his shop cards, Terry?
Yeah, I do too. I want to swap with him.
Yeah, I want to trade with him, but like I said, I never could find his email address to send to, get him to send me one.
Okay. Well, I've got his address, like his actual address, if you want it.
Oh, okay.
He's like Frank said, he's in the same model club as me.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got some wild ass shit that he builds. So I
know.
watch his videos, but that's why I said, I figured, his email address would be on his shop card, but I couldn't find it or didn't see it on her. And I couldn't see it in the about page, on his YouTube
I've got
channel.
his card somewhere.
Yeah.
No, I don't
I
have his
know
card,
I know we've swapped.
but I was going to send him one, of mine, and
I
get what
hear
it
you.
is.
Yeah, I saw he just did the Chevette. That thing was cool.
That thing is cool.
Got to put
But go look at the Color Me Gone door slammer he built. That's
Uh-huh.
insane.
I know he did some crazy stuff.
Yeah, I can give both of you his address if you want. You can send him a shop card or
If you give me his email address, I'll contact him through his email.
okay,
There you
I can
go.
do that.
Yeah, I've seen him post that.
Well, yeah, no. I'm just saying that right there. That's why I was thinking about maybe doing one of my
Corvette.
Surf Sharks, or even a Corvette too. But yeah, that's the Surf Shark. They just kind of cut the back off it, put like a rally truck fucking frame
Bed
under
into it.
Yep, fucking badass actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Corvette might get some of that treatment. I got like a couple of them and stuff like that. So
Yeah, Corvette kits are a dime a dozen. Don't be afraid to cut them up.
oh, I ain't ready to cut them up. Some of these are already down. But yeah, I ain't scared to fucking cut them up. I mean, I think for the box of them, I got enough to do. I think 3 or 4. Plus, I got a older Buick NASCAR body that I could do like kind of like a cutaway, like make like a garage scene where they're like going through and like rebuilding it
Nice.
because it's already kind of there. I got most of the pieces for it. I could probably get some different decals to throw on there. Oh, speaking of decals, that's what I forgot. I got my decals for my NASCAR truck.
Nice. Progress.
Yep, Progress. Darrell Waltrip, 96.
Oh, Terry.
Well,
I just found something cool as shit. On the Munsters coach, the 2 things that hold the back seat up on the back of the vehicle,
yeah.
flip them upside down and use them for the freaking leaf springs on the back of the Boot Hill Express. They look fucking perfect out here, right where they need to be.
Mm.
Oh, dude. Gotta love it when something unintentional works out better than you expected.
Mm-hmm. Love it when a plan comes together.
I didn't have a plan. I just thought I'd take a look and see if it fit, and it did.
That's got to be for you. Yeah, that's
Because the Boot Hill Express has 2 leaf springs, one upside down of the other, and one's a little shorter. And the way they mount is kind of funky. And since I'm not using the actual chassis, I needed something different for the leaf spring setup, and these will work perfect.
Is he going to be at NNL East?
I don't know. I'll know on Saturday.
Okay.
We have a club meeting Saturday, and he should be there. We're talking about where we're going to meet and what time we're going to meet and if we're going to caravan over there or not. So
Okay.
I can ask him.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I have my meeting this Friday too, because next Friday is Good Friday, usually the first Friday of the month,
Yeah.
and which is good because the tri-state meeting is on a Saturday after that.
Right.
So it's gonna be a week apart for me. It's gonna be awesome. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm freaking gonna do this. I mean, I just walked around town yesterday and my fucking legs are killing me.
Yeah.
I don't know how I could be up for 12 hours. I don't know. Maybe I'll do some drugs or something. I don't know.
Well, you can't have what I'm on.
Well, just be careful you don't do the wrong drugs.
Yeah, I just need to wake up and be awake. Yeah, I need like a steroid pill or something. I don't know.
Right. There we go.
I have
That just makes you breathe better. It don't help keep you awake.
that's fine.
I take one every day.
I took a pill. I mean,
That's the reason why I can eat the hind legs off a wooden hobby horse. They fucking make you starve to death. All you want to do is eat.
But then doesn't that make you out of breath?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, and then I pay for it. Just,
Yeah, I was gonna say it gives you the
It's
ability
that
to
cycle.
breathe,
It's
but
like
you're
that
hungry,
vicious
so you go and
cycle.
eat, and then you're out of breath.
and every time I eat like that, I say, damn, I should know better to do that.
but damn, it was good.
Right.
Oh yeah, that's the whole point, is get to eating and fucking, especially, son, he picks the steak or something on the grill, and before you know it, every time I take a bite, it's that much better, and before you know it, I've done eat too damn much, I fucking can't breathe. Then I fucking regret that I eat it all.
And then it hasn't been long enough, so you can take another one.
Yeah,
Do it all over
wait,
again.
wait about 30 minutes and then start again.
Yeah.
So eat first and then take that?
Like a dog. Just keep going.
Yeah.
The endless gutters.
Well, I mean, when you're hungry, you start eating and you don't think about, you think
get
I'd learn,
fat
but
like me, and then that's it.
I'm familiar
Yeah,
with
but-
the munchies.
But sometimes, I do, I'll just eat, a couple of bites and then I'll wait because I know that, if I eat too much, it'll get out of breath.
What do you guys think about stash ad videos?
I say do them because it shows people whether they want to spend their money or keep their money.
Well, yeah, I always do
Stash
mine.
ad videos.
I
Yeah.
need to.
I get a lot of good response from stash ad videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, because you're like,
Mail calls, stash ads, and shout outs, shop cards fucking gets the ones that I get the most views from.
Yeah, I'm gonna break mine up in two. I have a
That's what I'm gonna do. I got shop card stuff that I wanted to do a video for, but I don't want to make it 30 minutes long, so I'm gonna do the haul from Ollie's
Yeah.
stash ads separate.
Yeah, I got like 25, almost
So that way,
30.
it won't be too long a video. Because if it's over 10 or 15 minutes, most people, quit watching anyway.
Realistically, so my click-through rate, people stick with my videos for 7 minutes.
wow,
That's a hell of a.
Well, I
freaking
must be
average.
one of
yeah,
the
that's pretty good. Fuck.
I try to make them 15 minutes or less.
Mm-hmm.
well,
I
I was
know
going
we're
to
gonna
say
fast
that when
forward
it's you
through it
done
anyway.
today, 14 minutes, and I sat and watched every fucking bit of it
Well, I
Like I got
appreciate
videos that ain't even 5
From-
minutes long, and they
from
barely
beginning
get a
to
minute or
end.
something.
that. Yeah.
Well, I was wanting to see that damn special tool that you said wasn't actually a tool at the end to see what the fuck you used. And then come find out
They
it's
call
damn
that
blue
clickbait.
shop
Or bait and
towel.
click. Click and bait, bait and click, one and the same.
Yeah, that's more or less what I figured.
Well, I had a couple of things in there, Terry. I had the blue shop towels, the woman's makeup.
Well, yeah, but everybody knows that,
Nice, Butch.
Well, I guess, yeah, that too, that's not really considered a tool.
Right.
One thing that I would, consider as being a tool would be my air compressor.
Yes.
That is a tool, or even an airbrush.
Oh,
Is it
for
true?
sure. Yep.
But I noticed you didn't mention either one of them.
Well, I did. Kinda. I said
Well,
I
yeah, you kind of hit
I
on
had
it,
that stuff. But again, at that point, my video was going on 14 minutes long. No
Yeah,
one's going to listen to that whole thing.
yeah. But now them little sanding sponges that you got from Hobby Lobby, that come in that little pack from 3,000 to 12,000. I just
Yeah.
got some of them from Hobby Lobby the other day,
Yeah.
just like it.
Yeah, those are good. Those are good little sponges.
Yeah,
And I got
and they're sitting.
and I got this from Amazon the other day. It's a new respirator.
Yeah.
I've got the one that I had when I had my body shop, but they'll know
Yeah.
where it's at.
So, do you keep your respirator sealed in a plastic bag, Terry?
No, I never did before.
Yeah.
Which like I said, I just got that with her.
Is that Rhino?
long
That
ago.
looks like my Rhino.
What's that?
That mask.
Oh, a respirator?
Yeah.
I don't know what brand it is.
Yeah,
Has that got
Rhino.
replaceable filters for it too?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Let me see. What's my respirator?
but where I'm spraying, that craft paint really don't even need it.
Yeah. So, what is mine? Mine?
I got
Well,
mine.
it still comes in
I got
handy
mine
for,
from
like,
Hobby Lobby
timers.
too, and honestly,
This,
I don't see a name on it. Not Hobby Lobby, Amazon.
well, this is, I got it at Amazon, but I don't see no damn name on the damn thing.
That's
don't
the
either.
rhinoceros on the front.
It says it's OSHA approved organic vapors,
Mine has an M on the front.
and it's got charcoal filters that goes in it.
Yep.
Yeah, mine has a Rhino.
It come with a bunch of little fucking white
Uh-huh.
replacement filters
It looks just like it.
in the bag.
Yeah, I had to buy my replacement filters, but they just screw on and off like that.
Yeah.
I got
This
a
one come
package
with
of
a
those.
bunch, a little package of, and it come with a set of earplugs.
Oh,
I don't know
no
what the
kidding.
hell they put them. Yeah, I don't know what the hell they put them in there for. I guess keep down the noise of that air compressor, but
I
you
guess.
can't hear. My damn oxygen machine makes more noise than my air compressor does.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say my air compressor's quiet.
I mean, yeah, you can't hardly hear mine. I got one of them Fortress Ultra Quiet from.
You were saying about a plastic bag. Is that bad to keep it in a bag?
So I was
Just so the
told,
inside of the mask doesn't get full of stuff.
yeah, that you keep it in a plastic bag. That way, the inside of the respirator doesn't get clogged with dust or contaminants or whatever. But I never do.
Yours is the same damn thing I've got, Frank.
Yeah, not so much as Rhino on the front. Well, it's got a picture of a Rhino on it. That's why I asked.
Oh well, I mean, mine may have a picture on there. I never looked at no damn picture. I couldn't see it. I need fucking Jason's fucking glasses.
Hold it
Which
up
I
to the
got a
screen,
pair.
right, Jason? Look.
I got a pair that I fucking got from Amazon, but I don't know where the fuck they are. Oh, they're still down here in the box. But mine's one of them that goes over your head. I like them, but you got, it looks like glasses.
Yeah, they're
like
more
where I've got
comfortable than
these-
the ones that fit like
where
a
I got-
crown.
Where I wear this hat and everything, it'd be hard to put them, on and off.
Yeah.
Where them
Again,
you got,
I think
you just put it on like
Mine
glasses.
mine were from Amazon, same thing, and I think they were less than $20.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't remember how much I get from mine.
Yeah, I was afraid the 2K was freaking
Right here's the ones I got.
killing me.
I don't know if you can see
Oh
it.
yeah. Yep.
But
Those look fancier than mine.
yeah, I think these are just like the ones the little man's got, little Mexican man.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, they're fucking they got the light, you know, like you said you had yours. And
Yep.
you can tilt it up and down, and you know it's
Right.
movable. And it's pretty bright. It's got 3 different settings on it. It's got
Damn.
and then
Does
it come
fit
with
out
this.
underneath your headset?
Yeah, and then it come with these different
Mhm.
lenses.
Yep. Nice.
I think this one goes up to like 4 or something.
Hard to see you on white.
And then
So,
My
Yeah,
eyes can
yeah.
still see dust specks, so when
I'm
I get
getting out
that
breath
far to
again.
not being able to see the dust, then maybe I'll get a set.
I should have known better than fucking reach down there and get that. Ooh. Oh yeah, mine come with a little charger, so I can too just charge the battery for the
Nice.
light. Shit.
yeah, mine are heavy because they take AA batteries, 2 of them. So it weighs heavy on you, the bridge of your nose.
I don't know what kind of battery is sitting there uses, but it's got a little charger that's
Well,
like,
so
you know,
that's so
charging.
you can get this version. Where are they? Right here. You can get the same version, but it's a rechargeable battery, and it weighs it weighs like a quarter of what this thing weighs.
yeah. Now this one here don't weigh very much. I mean, it don't feel like it.
Yeah.
Ooh. 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 Shit.
Mhm.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna call it in about 10 minutes. I just have
Yeah.
to look at the time, and I hear.
Ooh.
You're gonna call it? So Pennywise
I'm
is gonna
call
be
it.
here?
Gonna call her down.
They all float down here.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Ooh.
How was it? I seen something the other day. Someone sent me something, and it showed like fucking Pennywise down in the sewer, and it said guy like walked by whatever looking. He's like, we got model kits down here, and shows a guy crawling down in the sewer.
You want it, don't you?
Ooh.
Yeah, I'd probably be
Well,
stupid enough to climb down there for him too.
What kind of nippers was them that you had, Jason?
Which just the sprue cutters?
Yeah,
These ones?
the first ones you put up.
Yeah, that would be
guess-
these ones.
Yeah.
These are
They
just a
look like- Oh.
cheap Hobby Lobby version.
As long as they work.
That's it.
I don't know if they still have the sanding sticks. They have these
The
cool
real thin,
Well, they-
long ones.
from Hobby.
It kind of looked like mine, and I've got Citadel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got a stack of those, Frizzo. Those are kind of nice.
Yeah, I like.
Yeah, I got some of them little skinny ass sanding sticks.
Yep.
I bought them not too long ago.
They do come in handy trying to get into hard to get spots.
They do.
Yes, because you can bend them any which way.
Yeah, you can turn them about any way you want.
Yeah, exactly. I got. Meow.
Ooh, shit. Ooh. Quit fucking doing that.
Yeah, keep your breath, man. This
Yeah.
isn't a Belinda Carlisle video.
I don't have to limit my show and tell.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
I know. Save some for next week.
just point and say it's over there. I got it.
Yeah. Just get Cliff blow the screen up and say, there it is.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. I can do that.
That's like my on-air sign in the background.
Yeah.
I bought that off of Amazon.
Nice.
It
man.
lights up, but if you turn it on, fucking take it. You can't see tell what it says. I don't know where
I gotta get one of those. I gotta look for one of those
Yeah.
on-air signs.
Just make one.
Or just keep the fuck out. Just that's.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
right.
you can't read, so I can't do it.
Just buy one of them garage sale signs and use a palm sander to get the red off of there, and then mask out the on air and spray it over and hang it up behind you. Do you have a light on the outside of your door so nobody comes walking in when you're doing videos?
Well, no, so it's just me and Heather, so she knows. I was thinking it would be cool to put up back there, though.
Yeah,
Somewhere
well,
behind you a little bit.
I wouldn't need mine, outside because there's nobody here.
Right.
And, not have to worry about, coming in. But I thought it looked pretty cool, set it behind me, like especially when I'm on the air, when we're live.
Exactly.
Because we are on the air.
Yeah.
You remind me of
more or less.
WKRP in Cincinnati.
Yeah, that's right. I just started doing the hymn too there a little bit, or the little jingle.
Yeah.
Lonnie Anderson had a hell of a set of tits and some legs to match.
Yep.
She didn't look bad, but I think that other girl looks a hell of a lot better.
Oh, the other one that worked that was there. Fuck.
Yeah.
I
I
can't
know her
remember.
name. Can't think of it.
So were you on freaking Barney
She
Miller?
was,
Are you a private eye, or are you just eyeing
She was
her up?
Sanders
eyeing
was
her
her. Sanders was her real name.
Yeah.
I can't think what name she. Bailey. That's what she went by on
Yeah,
there.
Bailey.
But something of Sanders was her real name.
I think it's funny how we all kind of have the same history.
Mm-hmm.
To be such a big age gap.
Yeah. I'm only 48, so I'm not like old, and I'm not really young. But
Yeah. Well, my oldest daughter's 43, so.
I was gonna say your oldest daughter is just a couple of years older than me, so no, not even. I think she's like about a year and a half.
Senior could be your papa.
that's not scary unless you're in his will.
I mean,
What am I gonna do with all these kids now?
Papa.
Hey, remember I come down to visit you. I know where you live.
I was telling the guy today about you coming by here. That brings by meals from Senior Citizen.
Meals on Wheels.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Meals on wheels.
Well, he
Oh, I
comes
know
every
that
every 2 weeks. They bring meals to me.
Nice.
It's actually a good program. Some of the stuff is kind of questionable, but at least they're actually offering a service, and it's something. And something
Exactly.
Well, I used to get the meals from a company called Mom's Meals, and they would send them to me, ship them to me, in dry ice. But they was more like just eating a damn TV dinner. But
That's
this
already on dry ice.
from Senior Citizens, they bring them to me, and
they're warm.
the guy even puts them in the refrigerator for me, or freezer.
Nice.
But
That's even better yet.
they're actually home cooked meals, and they just take and freeze them after they get them done.
Wow.
They actually taste the chicken that they put in is real chicken, and the pork chops, and the scalloped potatoes or mashed potatoes is real food. I mean, it's not like a TV dinner.
You don't know
It's
anything
real
else
processed
to bring
garbage.
back.
They see
Government
if you're a
food.
senior citizen, you could actually go to the senior citizen building every day and get the same meals that they fix. You can actually go and get the meal for free, and
Nice.
but they make those same meals. They take and package them and then freeze them, and that's what they bring out to the people that can't go or can't cook for themselves. Like
It's a
me.
lot better than giving you garbage freaking prison food.
Well, yeah, well, it's a lot better than getting them, that tastes like a damn TV dinner too.
Cardboard.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you could tell that they was, regular processed, food, like the
Well, they got to cook in bulk. so there
Salisbury
is
steak
some
and stuff like that. It just don't have the same taste to it.
Right.
All right.
I mean, they have breakfast meals, they have lunch, or supper meals, and And for breakfast, they'll have like, one part of the tray will be full of oatmeal. And then they'll have like scrambled eggs, sausage, and biscuits, or have biscuits and gravy.
Yeah.
And when you heat it up, it tastes just like, you just fixed it.
Nice.
That's cool.
And then if you give you like soup beans and stuff like that, or pinto beans in the meal, then they send you little packs of cornbread to go with it.
Oh shit.
Beans and
they'll-
cornbread.
And they'll give you graham crackers, cookies, cakes. They give you little cups of fruit, like fruit cocktail or peaches or pears.
Nice.
That it's kind of frozen, and all you do is set it out, thaw it out. Comes in little styrofoam cups. But
Cool.
I mean, it's really neat. That I get
Are you
25.
trying to make me want to get old?
They bring me 25 of those meals every 10 days.
That's not bad at all.
That's actually
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah,
That's more than
but
I
I
eat.
mean, being able to stand in there and cook, so it's easy. Just go in there and stick it in the microwave,
Yep.
and then
Yeah, of all the
like I
modern
said,
conveniences, the microwave is
Yeah,
one thing I
and
wouldn't
then
be able to
any
live without.
extras or anything, like I said, if you got soup beans, if it's that meal, they got a label on them, tells you what all's in it. And if
Nice.
it says, that cornbread or whatever comes with it, or it's part of it, then, they'll have it included in a separate bag that they send with it.
Nice.
Yeah. But the county, is the one that, I guess, funds it.
Yep.
But that Mom's Meals, it's through it was set up through WellCare, my Medicare set it up. But because you had to qualify, they had to, you had to have a doctor or like home health, they was the one that recommended it, or turn my name in to get qualified.
Yeah, I'm sure they
Whereas
don't want
if you're a
just
senior citizen, as long as you're 60 years or older, you automatically qualify for senior citizens.
cool.
All right, guys, I'm gonna hop off here. It's bedtime.
Yeah, I noticed it was like 10
Yeah,
o'clock. I was just
yeah,
kind of fucking
yeah.
with the frame and
I was getting ready to
say
fly the
something.
coop myself.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for coming out. And
Yeah,
Well, you don't
thanks
have to
for-
go
let's
appreciate
see
me
if I
now.
can do this right this time. with
Now, we
the whole
appreciate you letting us in here to do this.
credits.
Yeah, no
So,
doubt. Hanging
Yeah, it was a
with
good
the
time, Cliff. Thank you.
yeah. No, anytime. Like I said, it was a little fucked up in the beginning, but I got it. I did an update on the computer, which was stupid. I should have waited. Oh, excuse me, until after.
Like I said on Brian Saturday night, this is all I've got to look forward to all week.
True.
Well, you got Wreckfest Wednesday.
Thank you.
Well, yeah,
Appreciate it.
I forgot about that, but other than that,
Yep.
just sit and look out the damn window or watch YouTube videos.
Right.
Maybe one of these days.
But that fucking keeps you busy.
Maybe one of these days I'll do an American Truck Simulator live stream. You guys can.
That'd be awesome because I know I've got to do that. I've actually got it on my desktop. I just got to actually open it and.
I used to have the what is it called?
You're good,
Wheels of
Daniel. Like I
Steel or
said, it's all good.
something.
But yeah, if you got a Steam account with ATS on it, let me know. We'll freaking convoy together. We'll go crash some freaking
Fuck yeah,
Citizen
we'll
8.
go crash a gate to a 98. Let them
Hell
fucking
yeah.
fucking roll 10-4.
We'll set it up and make it work. I ain't got a
Yeah.
console to join you guys for Wreckfest, or I'd have been in on that a long time ago.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I just.
Oh, Cliff, that reminds me. I seen somebody. If you watch Tim Brown's video, somebody had on that table a fucking build like a Wreckfest because he had the fucking roll bar thing, over top of the car.
No shit.
Yeah,
Demolition
they had it. And it was beat all to hell. As soon as I said that, I was damn. There's some fucker put one on there from Wreckfest.
Well, that's all right. There's eventually going
But it looked neater as shit though. It looked just like one of them that we would drive.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be one this year. Like I said, sometime good, better, and different on a lot of people, but it is just make it like one of them non-time sort of things. If you want to jump in and stuff like that.
Open-ended.
that's why I'm starting to do some of this like aluminum work with like some of the rivets and work
Yeah.
with that because I want
Yeah, watch that little man.
that.
It's about halfway through the video, about 30, 40 minutes into the video is where he shows that car on that table.
Nice,
It's neater shit.
nice.
It's painted about 3 or 4 different damn colors. And it's got that fucking metal bar, you know, that like we use, you know, a roll bar across the
roll
top
hoop,
of the car.
Very cool.
That is cool.
I'll definitely have to watch it. So
Yeah.
Well, they kind of require that in demo derbies nowadays too.
yeah,
The external metal hoop.
Yeah.
That way, if you get rolled over and the car's coming and you ain't got time, they don't crush the roof in on you.
mm-hmm. They just got half a chance.
You just ain't played Wreck Fest with us. That bar don't mean shit.
Nope. Not when it bends as bad as the rest of the car does.
Yeah.
Yeah,
On that one, especially at fucking Big Valley racetrack, get your head on the damn bumper is the first thing to fly off of it.
Right.
right. Oh shit. Oh man, yeah. So what we'll probably do Wednesday Wreck Fest. Not sure about the time, but it'll probably be like normal time, maybe like between 6, 7 Eastern Standard Time. But
Well, I used to come on there about 15 till and wait for everybody to start showing
yeah,
up.
well, I mean, it all depends on what I got going on and stuff like that too. I mean, sometimes
Yeah.
I get sidetracked doing shit, running errands, and you know, I don't get on there till late because I'm trying to get shit taken care of. But yeah, that's right. Senior is ruthless on that game. So
When you're good, you're good.
No, fucking, but your damn brother Ducky is.
oh
going
yeah,
fucking,
Jimmy there. Yeah,
yeah.
but he's been doing that for a long time. He's always been good at fucking video.
Like Frank said, he's the only one on there that's got the concrete bumpers.
Yeah, fuck him.
That's
No
right.
disrespect, but fuck him. He kills me every time.
Yeah.
One hit and I'm done.
And
Yeah,
he
he
goes
got-
for everybody. I mean, he don't fucking
Yeah, you don't fuck
discriminate
around,
against
He goes
anybody. He
for-
takes out everybody.
He's ruthless.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's ruthless. He fucking like, yeah, he's bad. He's like,
I usually just go after Rillos or Frank one, but I don't, you know, Jimmy fucking goes after everybody.
You just try to hit whatever's in front of you as best you can and not get hit as much as possible. and
Yeah.
yeah,
Hope to
buddy.
survive.
Awesome.
Well, stay tuned. You may see a video on model car registration
Sounds good,
coming
Mike.
soon. So
Yeah, that's like I said.
Yeah,
we get
hopefully
to go
this
talk. I
Wednesday
gotta
I'll
get
be able to
online
fucking
here a little bit later
do
and
mine live.
maybe do something. I got to work tomorrow, so that's part of the reason why I'm kind of closing her down early and shit like that. Because
Yeah.
I've been staying up till like 2, 3 o'clock sometimes, and not that I get up like uber early tomorrow, but I mean I got to get up earlier than I have been, and so
You gotta do what you
it's
gotta
gonna
do,
be
man.
one of them things.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna probably be the first to hop out. So I'll say see you.
All right.
to all
No,
five of y'all.
see ya. I got my little
See
you
you
later.
around.
everyone in
Later.
chat. Thank you, Frank, Jason, Senior, Ryan. Thank you all for coming out and hang out.
Yeah.
Go listen to my rant. I'm gonna drop my little transition here to the ending credits, and we'll see y'all Wednesday Wreckfest or next week. Next
See
month.
y'all.
Yeah, we'll see you next Monday.
See you, Jason.
See ya.
Good night.
See you, Josh. Frank.
Mhm.
Everybody else out there in the chat room.